Hello, everybody. Abyssal Lich, I see you with the Batman and the Chaos. Uh-uh. Today is a grand day. Um, we can see that the morphing grid is covering the Earth. This has been a long time in the making. Um, I spent the better half of the first half of the year uh, molding people into gods. Just kidding. I gave people, I gave some teenagers with attitude, maybe one adult science teacher. You may know them. The ability to defend a precious planet by the name of Earth. And today I introduce you to a team. A team unlike any other. Team with I think the word is friendship and I don't know what iron fists and and power weapons and zords and a whole bunch of other things that are soon to be revealed. But to set it off, our tale begins on planet Earth in a little town called Angel Grove, where we meet five, you know, teenagers with attitude and a certain teacher. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and reveal the location for which our story takes place. Angel Grove High, the aforementioned high school of said individuals, beginning, of course, with the fact that Angel Grove being in Northern California, that's a very, I don't want to say too prestigious, but definitely a very focal point of community. Great people have come from Angel Grove. Been true in the past. This will continue to be true in the future. It's going to continue to be true today and the present. We have a celebration similar to Club Rush, Angel Grove. It's a tradition for every senior in the graduating class, or every senior of Angel Grove before they graduate, they come to a festivity. The AG High um, celebration is what they call it, where everyone gets together and to partake in a day of fun, camaraderie amongst friends, getting to know faculty and staff, a little bit exposure of the surrounding areas. There is going to be a somewhat like you think of like a fair festival. I guess a better way to put it would be think Burning Man if Burning Man were high school appropriate. There's going to be shops, um, people selling things, student body raising awareness for causes, games to be played, many shenanigans to be had. Here we go. It's busy, bustling. Students are arriving. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. 1 week prior to school starting. Angel Grove. Again, the year current time, 2022. We have our senior class. We have a few students, individuals who I'd like to shine some spotlight amongst all the cars beginning to pull in, faculty and staff, you know, loading up their cars, trucks. We got a few buses for the students who don't have transportation, beginning to get loaded on. We have armchairs getting packed. We have lunches getting packed. We have activities getting packed. Let me introduce some very important individuals. We have, first up, one of the staff, actually, faculty, a new science teacher, would you believe it or not, to Angel Grove, who goes by the name Maximus Brainus Power. Max for short.
Is this where I come in?
Yes, we can hear him. Sorry about
Hello.
that.
Was that the cue?
Yes, sorry for the long pause. Again, first RPG on stream. Forgive us for little hiccups. We're learning as we go. But we have our first individual character to be introduced. As I said, you want to give
Yes,
us a little
I
insight
am.
into what you're doing here on this beautiful day in Angel Grove.
Well, I'm trying to reach these kids with science. I mean, that's like the gist of it. There's more to it. I have a what I wouldn't say complicated background, but like it's not exactly normal.
Understood, understood. Trying to reach the kids. Science is the way to the youth of tomorrow and today.
Mhm.
Thank you for that introduction. We're going to go ahead and introduce our next lovely individual. We have coming into the scene, arriving at Angel Grove High School. Uh, Someone who just, without a second thought, dresses all in black. Got that long, flowing hair. Might be actually a twist of fate that he's here a second time. Or maybe he's already been to the Angel Grove celebration before. We introduce a student, a certain Terry McGinnis. Terry, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, not really much to say. Back again for another year as senior. I was held back previously due to not being here.
Absenteeism. So
I had other matters to attend to, more important matters.
noted, noted. So here we got the absentee student here, going again in the second round, being a senior at Angel Grove High. Next individual to be queued in. Someone decked all in yellow. We got their cool haircut. Wearing looks like a sports jacket. Kind of just walking nonchalantly, coming over to examine the busing situation, cars, the student body. Cheers, talking amongst one another, hearing excitement about the activities planned for today. This individual goes by the name Sky. So, Sky, would you like to say anything about yourself?
No, not really.
Okay.
Need to know bases, and y'all don't need to know yet.
All right. All right. You can hear the. This is a neighborhood school, so you can hear the the pets going off, neighboring houses. Maybe some parents have brought their seniors to the, I guess you could say, technically pre-first day of their last year of school. Next up, we have another student to introduce. We have a nonchalantly, kind of just really relaxed and chill. If one person could be zen, and not have a care in the world, this would be this individual today. Her name is Lilith. And Lilith, would you like to introduce yourself? Share anything with the audience?
Uh, no, I'm good. Just here at school, trying to find a good spot to take a nap. So, find me, find me. Not, eh.
Copy that. Again. Seems there's some secrets to be had. Maybe some more things to be revealed over the course of today's session. Next up, in no particular order, we have someone who's very fashionable. Not afraid to go all in on pink. No way, shape, or form a mean girl. It looks like she's kind of just driving herself, finding a spot a little bit away from all the car chaos, the madness of everyone getting dropped off, everyone getting ready to leave, the buses looking for their turn to merge into the lane to just leave the school. She kind of parks off to the side, grabs her things, and then begins to walk towards the front of the school. Her name happens to be Kimberly. Would Kimberly like to introduce herself? Maybe share something? Let's say there seems to be some technical difficulties on our end, so we're going to get back to Kimberly on that one. Kind of just walking up, not really giving anyone any of her attention. She's here for a reason. She's not going to really let anyone distract her from what she wants to do. And last but not least, we have one more person arriving at Angel Grove High. And boy, oh boy, it looks like everyone is going to go ahead and see another new student. We have someone decked in red. Similar to Kimberly driving in. We have another individual who's deciding to drive into school today. The name of Wall Parker. Wall Parker, would you like to introduce yourself? Maybe share anything?
Sure. I'm mostly here to have fun, have a good time. Not here at school to learn anything, but that's why I'm here, just to have fun.
Excellent. Looks like he's definitely living life to the fullest right now. And again, and another student here. All 5 students, 1 faculty member, arriving at Angel Grove High. Everyone's getting in line. Students got to get checked in. Forms were sent during the summer prior to today, the celebration. The way this is working is that for students who lack transportation, there are buses where they can get to be taken from Angel Grove, the high school, over to the nearby Angel Grove Canyon. It's a very beautiful mountain range where the school has arranged for certain activities to be set up and be had for a day of fun to welcome in the senior class to the last year of Angel Grove High, as I said. There's going to be staff, chaperones, parent volunteers. It's going to be groups of students, I'd say no more than 10, maybe 15 to a chaperone. Everyone's getting checked in. You hear various calls over the parking lot in front of the school. Where's Sydney? Sydney, we need Sydney. Oliver, you're over here, Oliver. Names are being called. Students frantically racing to where they need to be placed in order not to miss this trip today. We have some of the learning directors kind of just ushering in students. Single file line, everyone. Single file line. You don't want to miss the trip. You don't want to miss the trip. I repeat, your money will not be refunded. Everyone's money will not be refunded. If you don't make this trip, too bad, so sad. Again, reminding students, it's a day of activities. Single file line, can we get everyone off to the sidewalk? We're going to put you into groups. You're going to get your name read off. You're going to go with your chaperone. You're going to stick with your chaperone. You're going to have all day to check out all the activities we have for you. Here we go. Reading off names again. Again, one of the learning directors calling out for Maximus. Has anyone seen Maximus? Of course, referring to the science teacher.
Hey, you guys.
Initially, just a whole sea of students just immediately finger gun back to him and without missing a beat, also say back, "Hey, you guys!" To greet one of the most beloved teachers, although he may be new, that hasn't ceased him from being popular with the student body. So, this is Maximus. For anyone who's new, he's going to be reading off names. If you hear your name
Hello,
called,
fellow kids.
you're going to be with him. Maximus, take it away.
All right, you little shitheads, get in line. All right, you here? Yeah, you're here. All right, sit down.
All right, sir.
Was that the line?
Yes. Again, being him a little eccentric, he means well, but he could have a little more structure.
Forget about it.
You see the learning director, it's like, oh, Maximus, you're lucky that you're just an amazing teacher. Okay, everyone. Do we have, let's see, first on the list, do we have an Andrew? Present. All right, you're with Maximus. Next up, do we have a Lilith? Lilith, are you here? Is there a Lilith? Does anyone see Lilith?
Here.
Great, you're in the right spot. Okay. Going off, reading the checklist, checking off people. Let's see. Do we have a let me see, is this Parker? Parker? Wall?
It's Wall, sir. Right over here.
Excellent. All right, he's here. Okay. Continuing to check up this. Is there a Sky? Sky, are you present? Sky?
Here.
Okay. Continuing to check off some more students. Erica, is she here? Erica. Going once, going twice. All right, well, she's not going to get her $50 back. Okay, next student. Do we have a Terry? Terry, where's Terry? He should be here, Terry.
I'm here. But I'm not getting on no damn bus. I'll meet you over there.
Terry, if you're going to be like this again, we're in for a rude awakening.
If that's an option, I also have my own transportation. I don't need to go on the bus. I'd actually prefer not to.
Okay, I'll say it one more time. Again, you're seniors, I get it. You don't always read what you sign. That's a really bad habit, kids. I highly suggest you always read the fine print. But like I said, if you have your own means of transportation, you are more than welcome to follow the bus. The bus is for those who lack the transportation needed to get to the canyon. If you want to ride with friends, that's perfectly fine, just as long as you follow us and you check in once we arrive. So if you have your own car, your own vehicle, you're more than welcome to take it.
Also, the bus has complimentary chicken nuggies. You're lost.
Chicken nuggies again. Thank
I
you
don't
for
think
pointing
that
that
sounds
out.
sanitary at all.
Complimentary chicken nugget.
Again, this is out of the
If it's still,
kindness of
if
our.
it's still school food, we don't want it.
It is donated from the school.
Oh,
Ew.
They have been.
Food poisoning.
Again, kids, don't knock it before you try it. Everything has been balanced for nutrition, efficiency.
Food poisoning.
Sounds like garbage.
Can I get a ride?
Government issued garbage.
Do we get a refund if you food poison us?
Unfortunately, no. You, in the waiver forms you all signed, we are not liable for any sickness, injury, or any other bodily harm, mental or physical, that comes to you. So, again.
On the trip or by teachers?
I know, technically you're feeding us all the food. You should be liable for that.
Again.
I would say on the trip, because if it's by teachers, that means science teacher can start beating you.
No teacher's gonna beat up a student. Calm down. Again, this is
No
for
problem.
the trip.
We have a number. I think we can take that guy.
Again, I would hate to reprimand anybody the day of the trip. I have complete authority to say you're not gonna go. So let's just get in order, students. Let's get in a single file line. Let me finish going through my checklist. And then you will have the rest of the day to have a full planned out event of activities, food, drink, you name it. Let's just continue. So, one of the learning directors continues to finish checking off names. Maximus, we still got a few seats left on the bus. We had a few absentee, but we also had a few extra chaperones, so... And again, this conversation is kind of being one-on-one. Only Maximus and the learning director are having this conversation. We might need some students, and I know this is huge. We shouldn't be doing this at all, but we kind of, through unforeseen circumstances that nobody could have accounted for, there might be some students that need to ride with faculty just to and from the canyon. I know that you are you're driving your Jeep over to the canyon. Do you think you could make any room for a few stragglers who would need a ride, seeing as they don't go on the bus?
Actually, I traded in the Jeep for a Cybertruck. But yeah, I guess they're gonna have to move over the blow up dolls, but I make room.
Good. I had you at, I guess, and I'm just gonna ignore the rest. Again, certain things you just, yeah, we'll get that straightened out. All right,
Hey, it's
then.
my car.
It is your car. I'm not gonna tell
Can't tell you what I can and can't have in my car.
Very true. Let's just try to keep it appropriate for the kids. they're not completely out of our out of our supervision just yet.
Hey, they signed a waiver. They know what they're in for.
Quiet down, you kids. You stand over there. All right then, Max. I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go load up on the bus. Start counting how many chicken nuggets we're gonna have extra, because it looks like no one is going for them. So, all right, we'll leave you to it. See you when we get there. So, as soon as the
All right,
learning
all
director-
right, all right, you mangy cunts, get in there.
So, it seems from the available seating, it just so happens to be that Sky, Terry, Kimberly, Wall, and Lilith are out of luck catching a bus. And they didn't come with any other friends. So, Maximus, you're free to approach this small group to see if anyone would like a ride with you, if they don't already have their own means of transportation.
Are you getting in or what? I got all day.
I don't know. It looks like you got some bitches in your in your car. So if anyone wants a ride with me, you're also welcome.
Yeah,
I
I'll
can.
go with someone that
All right.
doesn't have a full of dolls.
I guess he doesn't like bitches.
Oh, I like bitches. I like them when they're real, though.
No, you
I'm,
said it already.
I'm not. I'm not knocking anything, though.
Who else has a car
But
then?
I got my motorcycle. I'll be fine.
They're
So,
blow up dolls for
But I do
for
have room for
science.
one.
Go with Batman.
so again, the people that came in with cars would be Maximus, Waller, Kimberly, and Terry has his bike. But although he has room for one, so if anyone would like to be behind him.
Like to spoon with him. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Sky. He's
Spooners.
calling shotgun on which means of transportation.
Motorcycle.
Fine.
Damn right, basically. Fine.
all right.
Shit, man.
Well, I'll follow behind the truck because fuck that bus.
Fuck them kids.
Okay.
I was like,
Kimberly
what happened to
just-
Kim?
Anyone
She's,
going with me, or you guys hanging
I'll
out
go
with
Soviet
local
Russia,
truck?
bus sucks you.
Fine.
due to technical difficulties, I'm gonna be taking control of Kimberly for today. In the meantime, sorry about that, everybody. So Kimberly just seeing between the options between the Cybertruck with dolls. It looks like this greaser with Sky on a bike, and doesn't even want to mention walls. Right? It just looks like it's held together with prayers and duct tape, a serious amount of duct tape,
Yep.
and places that she's questioning if duct tape should even. How does that even work?
Honestly, you'd be
Don't
surprised.
worry, it's the smoothest ride in all of Angel Grove.
I think
Kinda.
you should drive your own car, Kim, and then I'll tag team with you. I'll just go take a nap in your car.
Trying to spare you from riding with any of the boys for obvious reasons. She's like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Get in. So, everyone goes in their assigned seating. Sky's with Terry. Lilith is with Kimberly. Wall's driving himself. Maximus is also driving himself. They get in their car. They kind of wait for everyone else. The buses are beginning to finally leave. They're making their way out of the street to turn into the school to get onto the main roads. It's gonna be about a 30-minute drive. Does anyone want to have a conversation
make it
that
15.
has a companion riding with them? Go ahead, Wall. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, I said I can make it 15.
He can make it in 15. We'll see. We'll see if he can. So, again, looks like everyone's kind of just remaining silent, enjoying the ride. Going from the main roads, we see Angel Grove being a partially very close to the coast, west coast that is, located in California, NorCal, to be more specific. Like I said, there is a canyon a little bit north of Angel Grove that goes by the Los Angeles mountain range. In it, we can see it's a little bit of barren. As we start to approach, there's a little bit of a community before you start getting into some of the wavy and windy roads that lead further and further into the canyon. Some communities, shops, things like that. You got some grocery stores, mom and pop, just
Gross.
thrift stores, things like that. Some other commerce, people going about their day. As we go further and further into the canyon, you can see that there's some hiking trails that you can immediately see on either side. We got some people, walking. You can see some recreational areas some open fields. There's some ponds, man-made lakes, that kind of a thing. Scenery is just gorgeous. In fact, as you become further and further in line with some of the other students and the buses who had left, as you get to the parking lot area, you're kind of greeted by a scenery no different than this. You can see some mountaintops off in the end. Lots of shrubbery. Again, like I said, some man-made lakes, bodies of water. Just lots of areas where one could get lost. Past these hills, there's, just open field. You can already hear the bustling of things getting set up. You can see a little, almost like, if you've ever heard of Coachella, there's zones. different booths, stages. Music is being played. You can smell through the air. Just delicious food. Just think barbecue. As we continue to come closer and closer and closer, everyone begins to find their spot to park. And wouldn't you know it, everyone's kind of shocked. How in the hell did this one kid get there before everyone else? He's kind of just waiting, sitting outside his car, twirling his keys. Kind of giving one of those Sonic the Hedgehog, just, tapping his foot. Waiting. Looks like Wall's been there quite a while. In fact, if I had to say, maybe a good 15 minutes. Just sitting there. Everyone settles down. Student body begins to leave buses. Things are unloaded. Armchairs are beginning to get unpacked. You can hear the rustle and bustle of just students like, oh man, it's exactly like what they promised. Dude, can you believe this? Just like, the bro mentality. Bro! Oh my god, dude! Look at that. Karaoke. You see other areas. We got someone who's getting ready to get dunked in a tank of water. If you're able to make, pinpoint accuracy, throw a baseball, hit a target, dunk a teacher. Looks like we got plenty of benches. Like I said, lots of food. Just food trucks. Other people, obviously from probably the nearby community, local towns, just ginormous barbecue pits ready to feed hundreds of no doubt starving high school seniors. Everyone begins to march towards the central open area, and again, the principal, Miss Perez, comes out. Looks like she's trying to wave something. She's checking something, tapping it against her thigh. Everyone hears like a loud screech of like a megaphone, kind of like chalkboard against your ears. Immediately grabs everyone's attention, and she's like, "Is this thing on? Can everyone hear me?" I said, "Angel Grove High students, can everyone hear me?" To which a loud, thunderous applause. Everyone almost in unison without missing a beat. Yes, we can hear you. He's like, well, good. That means this thing works. Seniors, today is the first day of your last year of school. How do you all feel? And again, just immediate eruption. Everyone's screaming at the top of their lungs. I feel great. When's the food gonna be served? Is every day at school gonna be like this? If not, I'm gonna be disappointed. Again, Miss Perez is like, yes, yes. Feel great. You've gotten this far. This is, again, a humble tradition. We always, before we start the first day of school, all incoming seniors enjoy one last group bonding activity. We're in the Los Angeles Canyons. As you can see, we have so many activities and booths planned. You guys worked very hard. We got those SAT test prep scores. We were just above average. I promised you if we all could get our school scores up, you would be rewarded. So,
Thanks, everyone.
again, before we let you go off and have your day of fun, we're just going to be checking in students. We need to make sure everyone who's supposed to be here is here. Otherwise, we got some phone calls to make. So, if we could have everyone get into groups, be with your chaperone, the faster we can get this done, the faster you all can have fun. We have about a good 6 hours to be out here before we start sending everyone home. So the faster we can do this, the faster you guys can start mingling and do whatever you seniors do. So, without further ado, chaperones, start checking in your kids. Which we come back to Maximus. I believe you have some students to make sure have safely arrived under your supervision and care.
That. So I look for them, right?
Yes.
uh, what are their names again?
Again, one of the
How
learning
did you get your
directors.
teaching license?
Oh, I have my ways.
Maximus, your heart's in the right place, but you see your fellow English teacher, who's also kind of a friend that you've made. His name's Fred. He's like, all right, Maximus, here. First of all, where's your check-in sheet? You don't even have it. Is it in your car? Where is it? Let's find that first. Take a look at my kids. They're all, you can see, like, he luckily got all of the preppy kids. You know, they're all about good grades, neatly combed hair. You know, just turtlenecks, collars, that kind of a thing.
I got stuck with the rejects. All right.
And then again, kind of just off to the side. Again, Max, you're a phenomenal teacher, but the language, man. I can't keep saving your ass. There's just, you know, try to act professional for one day.
Don't tell me how to do my job, Fred.
All right, man,
I'm an adult.
I'm just trying to make sure you have a job, man. Who the hell am I going to talk to? Karen? No, wait, all right, you got your sheet. Looks like you got a, let's see. He's going to go ahead and he's superseding you. He's kind of, you know, taking charge. There's got to be some structure with you. Is there a Lilith? Lilith?
Here.
Tight.
All right.
Did I get the special needs teacher again?
I mean, I got special needs kids, so.
Even Fred is like,
Still
I shouldn't be laughing.
Still don't know how they came to teach that makes sense.
I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear that. Okay, moving on. Do we have a Wall? Parker, are you here? Parker.
Did I hear my name? What's going on? When can we get inside? I gotta dunk some teachers over here.
Wait, your name is Wall? Like, Wall?
Yeah, Wall. It's French.
All right.
And teacher,
All
you
right,
are.
Wall. Well, you're the kid with the name that's Wall, so I'd expect me
Again,
to
Max,
remember
just
that.
saying, your job, man. We need you. You don't know how hard it
He's
is to
not gonna
find a
remember.
science teacher on such short notice. We're a week away. Just keep it together, man. All
All
right,
right, who's next? You got Lilith, we got Wall.
Lilith, we got Wall. Okay, okay, let's see. Sky? Sky, are you here? Sky? Walker? Skywalker? Alright, one of the shy ones. Okay.
You got a kid named Wall and a kid named Sky. Dude, what the hell?
I know. Parents nowadays, am I right? Again, I shouldn't say that. You
Yo,
didn't hear anything.
yo, where's
kids.
Apple?
You didn't hear anything. Alright, Terry. Where's Terry? Terry.
Yeah, who do you think brought this nerd?
Alright. Well, Terry's definitely here. Good luck with him.
Yeah, well, who let this pervert become a teacher?
Terry.
Finally,
it's-
someone with common sense.
You're this close. Again, his fingers almost touching each other. I can have you sent back. Don't ruin it. You're here. Enjoy it this time. That's all I ask. Alright. Moving on. Is there a... Kimberly? Kimberly? And again, you kind of see... Since she drove here, what looks to be like... Obviously the popular girls. Kind of just... walking their way. It looks like they brought... Oh man. You can see that there's some, what you could see as a stereotypical geek or nerd, kind of just carrying bags for them. Almost like they're their own chauffeurs.
Simps.
Simps, if you will. Carrying things. Just blatantly ignoring Fred. Even though she knows she has to check in with Max. And he's like, I'm gonna say it one more time. Loud and clear. Kimberly Hart. And then you hear one of the simps just be like, Kimberly, that teacher's calling you. You should have take your stuff over there. And I'm like, no, I'm sitting with my friends. You're following me to my friends. Let's go. And he's like, but that teacher looks really mad. He's actually coming over here. And he's like, Max, that's one of your students. Go bring her in. Tell her whatever you need to. Just bring her here. She needs to be here. At least for checking.
Hey, Kim, mind lining up next to the wall? Next to Wall.
You see me. You know that I'm here. Do I really have to
Yeah.
stay here with you?
I see you there. I see you there, but I need you over there.
What's the difference? You can just check me in, right? We're gonna get dispersed anyways.
Yeah, anyways, and gonna. As for now, you gonna be over there.
And kind of just like typical if you've ever seen Clueless, just one of those, fine. We're going over there. Ricardo, bring the bags. And then like, as you begin to turn around walking with Kimberly, Maximus, Fred is like, he's got to be over there. Tell him he can't come. She's got to carry her bags. Leaving Maximus to deliver the message.
Right, I gotta say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was like looking at some emails. All right, yeah, bring your own bags. Like if you weren't gonna carry them, you shouldn't have brought them. So get to it.
Kind of just like, again, you can see Kimberly she's getting a little ticked off. She can't be with the rest of her besties. She's got to carry her own bags. She's like, why did I even pack this if I'm not going to be able to have someone carry it for me?
Good question. Have you tried asking yourself that?
And again, she's like, oh, I can't wait to be done with the school. So she begins lugging her very heavy bag in your general
Pretty
direction.
sure the school feels the same way.
That's a story point. You're at +1. So,
Hell yeah.
finally, the group is assembled. Everyone's getting checked in. We're kind of just waiting for every other chaperone to get their group of kids checked in. Taking a while. There's some, teachers going left and right. People re-verifying. Already calls are being made. Fred's talking to Max. He's like, all right, man, you pretty much got it from here. Just make sure the kids don't get hurt. Feed them around, 2-ish. You just do your best. They're seniors. They're gonna be a handful. We just gotta get through today, and then, the rest of the year. So, all right, bud, you got this. He gives you one of those, he goes in for a kind of an awkward, did we do one of those, back pats? Did we just do one of those fist bumps? Your friendship is a little. He means well, but
Yeah, if they're gonna be
Shadow
if
room.
they're gonna be a handful, they're gonna catch these hands.
It's like, shouldn't you give your friend a name tag in case you get lost?
Can we go dunk some teachers now?
Can we start with this?
Are we done with this?
All right, and almost immediately on that cue, you Miss Perez, the principal, again, just getting her megaphone, and she's like, "All right, kids, everyone's been checked in. You're free to look about our events sections. We have food for those that would like food now. You don't have to have it. Lunch is gonna be served later today. Please come back. Remember, you have free options to get in line for any one activity. Have fun. And I'll see you on the first day of school, Monday. Teachers, start taking your students around." She puts away her microphone. So, immediately I'm going to ask every ranger for one thing that catches their eye. So again, there's a lot of things. We got, believe it or not, there's archery. Like I said, there's a karaoke booth. There's some stages. They got some local bands playing. Food to be had. Everyone tell me at least one thing that catches their interest. So.
Like from the list you just gave, or from whatever we want
Anything
to
you
do
can imagine off the top of your head that you anything you hope would be there, there's probably a good chance it's there.
Okay. I was like, for me, I think I would just go and hang out by the lake. If it's by the same as the picture that we're going by. Just find a place to chill and take a nap.
All right, definitely. How about you? Let's see. Next up, we'll say, Wall. I think I know where you're gonna go with this, but what's the first thing that catches your eye that you're immediately just gonna gun over to?
There's some dunking that needs to happen. The target practice booth or whatever.
Okay. Next up we got Sky. What catches your eye? What activity do you see that you want to check out?
Just wing it and just go wherever.
You're free to peruse if you just want to take it all in and then find something again.
Probably gonna do that.
Okay, so you're just gonna check out all the venues, kind of to see what's all right, what's available.
See what's up. See what's good.
All right. How about you, Terry?
Looks like there's a martial arts demonstration over there. Go check that out.
You're right. There is. Okay. So, again, with Maximus being, his heart's in the right place. He just lacks the structure. What's supposed to happen is that everyone stays as a group, and you go to these things one at a time, so that everyone gets to try together to build, camaraderie. But everyone kind of just made up their own mind and then just dispersed. So give me your best Hank Hill. Well, damn it, Bobby. But everyone kind of just flocking out. Who do you want to go? Kind of at least try to keep an eye on.
Them kids ain't right. Uh, uh, I'm a little more interested in the martial arts, so I'll hang out with Terry.
All right, nice. So, let's see. Off of this, everyone is now separated for the most part. Kimberly, of course, she's going back, finding Ricardo. She's gonna go hang out with her besties. They're kind of just. You can see that there's some benches, open room. It looks like some of her friends have already Apparently, they brought a gazebo, and the Simps are building it, so they're gonna be just in the shade. I'm sure she has her own plans, but that's where she's kind of going. Doesn't
You're gonna be playing Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. So we're immediately gonna go ahead and I can tell that since Wall got here 15 minutes earlier and he's been waiting, he kind of just without missing a beat dashes over to the dunking and tell me what you see. All right, just checking on Wall.
I think he might have got disconnected.
Hello?
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Okay, well, I unplugged my mic. There's something wrong with my mic.
Okay.
So did you say tell me what you see?
Yeah. So you're immediately you just bolt for the teacher dunking activity. What do you see? Is there a line?
I'm pretty sure I raced over there, so I don't even know if there are teachers there yet. I would just be kind of pacing and maybe practicing throwing at the target, assuming no one's there already.
Okay. So, kind of sticking with you and what you chose. We can see this rather large teacher, to put it nicely, comes out. And he's like, "Oh, all right. Well, this is gonna happen today." Kind of gives a little stretch, Takes off a jacket that he has. You can see he's just, he's got one of those muscle man leotards. He's just, all right, kids. Well, let's see if any one of you can dunk. Not that you have any aim. I'm trying to teach you baseball. You can already figure out he's a coach. Coach, we'll call him Coach Sloan. So, he climbs up the ladder on the side of the tank. He's like, not expecting to get dunked. He has a little bag with him. Looks like it's a, sub sandwich. Puts it off to the side on an armrest of the chair. And just shouts, all right, who's got it in him? Who can dunk? Everyone's favorite coach. Step right up. To which, Wall, you...
Sorry, what happened? There's noise in my house.
The teacher's
I got you. Where are the balls? I can hit you. Are you ready to get dunked? Are you ready to get in the water? Let's do this shit.
All right. He's like, all right, language, kids. Remember, it's still a school activity. Or Christ's sake. All right. And he's like, there should be a sack of just some regular baseballs by the tank. See, I'd do it, but I'm already in the chair.
All right, I got it. I grab the sack and I take a bunch of the balls and like throw them at my feet and then like hurl the first one at the target.
Okay, so we're gonna treat this.
I
Technically,
was
you're
gonna
trying to
say, is
hit
this
something.
combat?
Yeah, we're gonna treat this as combat.
Could I?
So,
Okay, so could I take 3 aims or no?
um, I'll let you take. I'll let you take a single aim.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll targeting and tell me what you get.
I got 10.
Ooh, okay. So, after throwing, you're, kind of warming up. Like you said, you kind of just took the whole sack, emptied all the balls that are at your feet. First one kind of hits the target, but it's at like the very top, think of the edge. You hear a clang, nothing happens. And he's like, is that the best you got? Come on.
I'm just warming up. I grab another one and again, sort of the same. Take my aim and go for it.
Okay, go ahead and roll again targeting. Tell me what you get.
17.
7. Oh, all right. So again, just having Coach Sloan just amp you up. Not the best. Kind of immediately. You just see what you got to do. You were like a little up. All you got to do is lower it down. It's that easy, right? So you hurl one. Immediately hits. Not quite dead center, perfectly bullseye, but close enough. You hear the ding, and then before anything else can be heard, you hear, oh God. And then Coach Sloan gets dunked. Fully submerged. Just comes out like an out of shape merman and just whips his head back and is like, oh, my sandwich. Oh, damn. Well, that was good, kid. Who's next?
I got all the balls out of the bag for you guys. And then I go wander off somewhere else.
All right. So, next we're going to go ahead and check in with Sky. So, Sky, you didn't go to one activity, but you're kind of just checking out what there is to be had. So, tell us what you see. As I told you, there's some bands. There's martial arts demonstration. There's some students who are just keeping in groups. There's like some benches. Obviously, there's the popular girls with a gazebo. Again, how does that?
Fuck those girls. I'm gonna go check out the martial arts. That look interesting to me.
Oh, all right. So again, walking over to the martial arts where we catch up with Terry and Maximus, who are pretty much in the crowd. There's a martial arts instructor, some students, of course. You notice that they have some very, very stylish jackets, which catch the eye. With a certain animal that's we'll say is a relative of could be a cousin of a cobra. Is that a viper? And they're all chanting something on stage, just in a huddle, getting the crowd worked up. You just hear
The Angel Grove trouser snakes.
Yes. We couldn't afford Viper Kai, but we have our own martial arts club, the Angel Grove. Garden snakes is what I think you said. So they're like, garden snakes, garden snakes, garden snakes. Not to be confused with a certain nickname that we'll just say a good portion of the student body calls them by something else, but we're not going to repeat that here. So they're like, garden snakes, and then hearing that other snake call, he's like, again, one of like the kids, he's got glasses, really curly hair, also a ginger. You know, he's just like, guys, I told you they wouldn't let us keep the name. This is the only way. Someone's like, nerd. So again, they kind of get into formation in a straight line on the stage. You can see those lights, those colored lights. There's a background, there's like a curtain. Everyone gets into line. Behind them is another group of students. They're bringing out what looks to be like boards. You can only think they're about to be broken. They're like, in a row, 2 by 2, marching. The first line of students are going back, allowing them to go to the front of the stage. They're now getting into a formation. It looks like there's students in the front of the stage closest to the audience, all in a line with boards. And some of the first group of students are lined up, starting from the back of the curtain, coming up, facing each other. And you just see this guy, again, with like a massive fro, just unruly amount of hair on a head, and a headband. Come on, he's like, all right, Angel Grove High students, are you ready to see some shit? Everyone's like, yeah, we're ready. And it's like, all right. So immediately, he brushes his hands to the side as an emotion to tell everyone to give him some room. Goes, begins to run. As he runs, he's building up momentum, and he just twerks his body. And he's gonna go for a crescent moon kick. And wouldn't you know it, just as if he's practiced this 1,000 times, breaks the board with ease. You can see some kids, it's like, that wasn't real, I bet it was already pre-broken. That catches his eye, and he's like, grabs the pieces of board off the ground, immediately flings it at the kids. And they're like, oh, alright, that's real, it's real. Again, one of the teachers is like, hey, kids, all right, calm down, keep it civil. We don't want to kick anybody out. Remember, we're all expected to have good behavior while we're here. All right, guard, Angel Grove, Snakes, continue your show.
I'm gonna go on stage.
Oh! All right.
And being a practiced martial artist, I'm in a motion to challenge the one that just broke a board.
All right. So we'll call the kid with the fro, first one to break a board. We'll call him Rocky.
Yeah. I'll tell him boards don't kick back.
He kind of just laughs. He's like, all right, takes notice of you. Again, you've been here. You kind of have a reputation. He knows what he's getting into. Just with you, goading him. He's like, all right, Terry. Well, he hadn't messed up, man. He'd still be he'd still be part of the group. Kind of insinuating that maybe he's you had some kind of some pull, some leadership, perhaps. Now that you're gone, he's kind of leading, calling the shots. That's what it will be. And he's like, we're really gonna do this right now. Kind of just looks at you.
Yeah, grass snakes. Yeah, figures he'd lead a group with that kind of name.
He's like, all right. And again, people are like wondering. It's like, is this part of the show? Is he, dude? I don't know, but the showmanship. What's gonna happen next? So again, the teachers are kind of just like, they don't know if this is scripted or this is supposed to be happening. Are they gonna get involved? They're kind of just waiting and seeing. And then, what do you what do you tell some of the kids holding boards that are just in the front of the stage?
It's like, hey guys, we might want to take those boards and build this guy a coffin.
Immediately, you just hear the crowd go like, "Oh!" You might even heard Maximus just chime in with an "Oh."
Oh.
There it is. You can tell he's already he's no longer a teacher. He's a spectator at this point. He's just full on in for whatever's about to go down. So, all right. They're like, why don't we do a circle formation? Let's see if he still got it. Obviously referring to every student circle you, and you're gonna try to defend off one at a time. Attacks that come at you from any angle. Again, they're spiraling you.
Like circle formation. What? Scared to be embarrassed one-on-one?
He's like, kind of already. He's already ticked off, but he's just even more so. And he's like, all right, snakes back down. We'll perform some of our demonstrations of some moves that you know. He's already just ushering people back.
Like, yeah, worms, listen to your leader.
He kind of tightens his headband. Looks directly at you. Kind of just, does one of those Bruce Lee, just gets the blood flowing, his feet moving. He's just pacing. Kind of just, not really circling you, but keeping some movement. Approaching you. And he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to sweep the legs. So, what's your toughness again?
I know we changed the region.
Okay. Hey, Frollo. Welcome to the D-Day Power Rangers. It goes Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We're just at a martial arts exhibit, and Rocky is about to strike at Terry. $16 because you're not morphed. So, all right. I'll say again, he's second in command. Obviously, he was below you, but now that you're, no longer involved, he could be, be prepared for anything he throws at you. So here we go. Let's say he's gonna roll. Yeah. This is great. Well, I get a story point. That was a colossal fumble on Rocky's part. So go ahead and tell us what happens, Terry.
Alright. I was gonna go for the sweep. I'll see it coming. And kick him in the face as he comes down.
So, again, it's kind of all show. Goes immediately charges you. Before he can even begin to sweep, like you said, you get him. Immediately in the middle, just directly in his face, and he goes down, just limp on the ground. Everyone's like, oh! And you see one of the teachers on the side is like, is he all right? Is he good? Is he good? Everyone's kind of just like in shock. They're like, damn, that guy got knocked the F out. Oh my he's kind of down. You see some of the other snakes, the Angel Grove snakes, just kind of drag him to the back of the stage. he's like, okay, you see one of the other students, again, the same guy, just curly hair, red glasses. Yeah, he's like, all right, trying to just control the situation. Obviously, that's a demonstration on how not to attack someone. There are rules and proper techniques, and that wasn't utilizing any of them. So we're gonna show you some.
I'm gonna back kick that one.
some defensive maneuvers.
I'm just gonna back kick him. As he's trying to control the crowd.
All right, again, Terry, he's a loose cannon, you guys. And then you're gonna be rolling your mic, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Oh man. Five? Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So, all right.
Damn.
So, again, you kind of realize that, like, this is your second time here. That obviously means you got here before. You didn't get to stay. Again, you kind of, before you can strike full force, something tells you, it's like, I already messed up once. I can't do that again. So, before you go just full twerk, you kind of stop yourself and you give him, we'll say, 15% power. Which, again, he kind of just takes directly in his chest, but it pushes him back a bit, but he's like, oh, mercy. Huh. He doesn't say that out loud, but he's thinking it in his head. He's like, all right. And he's like, again, kind of saying in like just in a voice that only you two can. He's like, all right, Terry, you don't want to mess up again. Let's play it cool. We're just, this is a demonstration. If you want to join us, to come back and we'll figure something out. But again, he goes back up to the mic. He's telling people, it's like, all right. So one of the teachers is like, Terry, get off the stage and come see me right now.
Fine. I'll turn to the kid on the mic and be like, for heart's sakes, I don't want to hear that name at school next year. I'll walk off.
All right. And then Terry gets off stage.
Next year, isn't he a senior though?
Super senior.
Oh, all right. I mean, you won't see him next year.
Well, the school year hasn't started technically.
That's the big jump.
Yeah, it starts next week. So I guess he meant this year, this coming school year.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Got you. And then you kind of see another teacher come up behind you, Maximus. We got a language arts teacher by the name of Sydney. She's like, Maximus, did you just see that? Was that supposed to happen? And she kind of just asks you. If you had any inclination about whether that was staged, impromptu, maybe this should get shut down. Just kind of looking to you for, where to go with this. And you respond?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I cheered the kid on. Like, hey, good on you, dude. One hell of a show. Good ass read.
She's seeing that you're not really too worried about it. She's like, okay, let's just make sure that Mrs. Perez doesn't see any of this. I know that she's still here. We can lose our jobs. These kids can't get hurt. So, and again, she walks off. The martial arts demonstration is going to continue. Terry's off stage. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and jump to Lilith, who's by the lake. So, again, you kind of went there to take a nap. That
Yeah.
hasn't been too successful with just you hear these loud cries of oh, almost back and forth. You know, I'd say just minutes apart, which is like preventing you from having any rest.
I know. um, I guess I go and check out what's happening in the crowd. And I see that uh Terry is fighting with the demonstrators.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you were up on the first breaking of the board with Rocky. You kind of go and you're there, so you actually see Terry knock out Rocky and then almost try to get that other kid. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Then I guess from there I decide to walk around and look at what other things there are, since I'm already awake. I can't go to sleep.
got you. Okay. So what's one thing that catches your eye? Just
I think I look at the archery.
oh, nice. Okay. So again, you notice that there's some archery going on. There's some targets off in the distance. There's some kids getting loaded with some bows. Obviously, there's a few instructors there. You know, teaching proper form, how to hold the bow, how to hold the arrow. You know, making sure not to aim in front of a crowd or turn when talking to anybody with a loaded, arrow. So just some teachers just yelling, and it's like, what did I tell you? So so you kind of get in line. There's you see some students. No one's really making any progress. They're just trying it out. You see arrows fly across the field in the general vicinity of targets, but no one's really, I wouldn't say anywhere near close, but that at least they're aiming in the correct direction. Let's put it that way. And then you notice that one of the students is just like, man, watch out, dude. It's harder than it looks. And he kind of just he takes the bow and puts it in your hand and is like, good luck.
Yeah. So I'll give it a try.
Okay, so before you do anything, one of the other instructors that's there just supervising the event, he's like, okay, so let me ask you, ever shot a bow before? Any experience? First time?
I mean, it's a bow, so you just pull the string and let the arrow go. I think I got the normal gist of it.
And he's like almost like one of those anime push up his glasses. A lot of people think that at first, but there's a lot more to it. So he's like, all right, well, first of all, you got to get in a proper stance.
Like,
Yeah, he's like, that's how you mess up your arm. Amateur hour over here. Well, good thing for you, I'm here, so that's not gonna happen to you. And he's like,
I
all
think
right.
I'll probably shoot better than you.
He's like, okay, so you want to stand up nice and straight, nice and tall. So he's kind of like gesturing you, just like, can't be slouching, can't be slouching. He kind of gets a quiver, brings you a few arrows, puts them off to the side, hands you one. He's like, all right, first thing, anytime you're readying the bow, never point it at a crowd, me or anyone else. Anytime you move angle, put the bow down, readjust. You got it. No one's missing your eye yet. I'd like to keep it that way. To which you.
Me. I was like, point the bow at the teacher.
And he's like, okay, give me the bow. So he kind of takes it from you and he's like, watch. And kind of just, just nonchalantly does what he says. Puts the bow down, has arrow in his hand, angles himself at the target, positions his arm, brings the arrow to the bow, readies the bow, kind of takes a breath, looks, releases his fingers. You see the arrow fly straight and true Not exactly a bullseye, but it does hit the target board. And he's like, see? There you go. You try. And then again, he hands you the bow back. He grabs an arrow. He doesn't hand it to you. He's waiting to see you do what?
Pointed at the teacher.
You see another teacher. He's like, all right. If you're not going to follow the rules, miss, then there's other students waiting for a turn. What's it going to be?
It's like, I'll point to the target just to give it a shot.
Okay, so pointing at the target, I'm gonna need you to roll me a targeting roll. So that's gonna be a d20 plus for you. That's just a d20. You're actually gonna roll it twice and give me the lower of the two.
Okay. The first one was 5, and the second one 16. So the lowest one was 5.
Yes. Okay. So again, like you said, it's like you aim and you shoot the thing. He's like, he kind of chuckles and he's like, right, go ahead. So again, you pull your string back. You get the bow in hand. You're looking at the board. Again, just, you're trying to like seem taking into account things like, they probably don't think about, wind, account for wind trajectory, all that stuff. It's like, I'm going to aim a little bit higher and it's going to arc. It'll be easy. I see it all the time. I've seen Rambo do it in Rambo 1, 2, Rambo First Blood, Second Blood, Final Blood. I got this. So you aim up, you arc, you're like, all right, this is going to hit, no problem. You pull back what feels like it's going to give it enough trajectory. You let go and immediately just arch the furthest arrow of all the lot so far. And he's like, again, everyone's just kind of watching you. And then they see the arrow and they just shoot like yards. We're talking like way off target. Way off target. What plucks just firmly in the ground. Your arrow. There's like the targets. There's like, it looks like a small like line of other targets. I'd say like, a couple yards behind those. And then several yards behind those is your lone arrow. He's like, okay. Like,
I was trying to hit that special needs teacher.
Again, it's just teachers are. I didn't hear that. He's like, all right, look, you. Now that you know how to shoot far, let's dial it back. Again, he's like, your form. Remember, you gotta. Did you take a breath? Take your time. This is, gotta really focus on this. You don't just point and shoot. That's how other people get hurt. We don't want you anywhere in our military. So again, he's kind of giving you advice this time. You're kind of taking it to heart. You're readying up your bow. You're going through the motions. The teachers are eyeing you to see if you raise it up at the target, rather than raising it up and then readjusting. He sees that you did it. He's like, okay, here's your arrow. Take it. He's like, now, when you take this shot, visualize the arrow hitting the target. You don't need a bullseye, but you just want to, general vicinity. Don't account for anything else. Just, it's a straight shot. Try to make it. This time I'm gonna upshift you 1. So, roll a d20 and a d2.
Okay. So
Tell me what you
D20. I got a 14. D2. I got a 1.
Okay. And damn, wouldn't you know it? Everything he told you was true, because just almost impressively, you realign your arc. Arrow goes flying. It kind of gets like the second or third outer ring from the edge. And he's like, there you go, kid, you did it. How'd that feel?
I've done better.
He's like, all right, well, you're welcome to come back if you want some more. And he kind of leaves it up to you. What are you going to do?
I'll try shooting it blindfolded this time.
He's like, let me stop you there, kid. That's a story point for you guys.
He said I could do what I want. I'm going for it.
He's like, you didn't let me finish. Within reason. Okay. You're we're barely getting the target. That's with some training, yeah. I can teach anyone to hit anything, but that's baby steps. You're more than welcome to try again.
Encourage your students to a challenge.
So again, after that, everyone's kind of enjoying their activities, walking around. The day goes by. People have checked out some of the venues, different activities. There was dunking, martial arts, archery. It's getting at that time. Miss Perez, the principal, comes back one more time. She's kind of like at the center of the field. She's like, all right, students, lunchtime. We need you all to go to a designated lunch area, and we will bring the food to you. We have plenty of meats, sandwiches, salads, different condiments. You can see that there's already like some vendors loaded with like food carts where they're gonna bring the food to you. Stay where you are. We'll come to you. We're gonna bring you an assortment. You'll take from there, and if you want more, you can go back. And everyone's like, "Oh, we're ready to eat." So, that puts you right around near correct to the schedule. It's about 2:00. So you've been having fun checking out activities for a good few hours. Maximus, you're gonna go grab the kids, and you're gonna sit them down in a grassy area, and you're gonna mention that there's actually supposed to be a meteor shower tonight. Trying to impress them kids. So take it away. The answer's in the stars. Maximus.
Still have work.
Hey, did you guys call me or whatever? I had to take a call.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I also saw what you
Okay.
posted, Wall. Yeah. Well.
All right. So can you fill me in on
Some
what I
other
need to do or what happened?
Okay. So before that can happen before everyone starts getting in line for lunch. So you're reminding the kids that it's lunchtime. Everyone's pretty much scattered throughout their different the venues, the activities. Something's about to go down. Your teacher itch is like tingling. You're like, oh man, had to be
Okay.
today.
Mm-hmm.
We have Wall Parker, who's gonna attempt to do something. So,
So after successfully dunking the teacher, I go to whatever the stage is for the music, and I try circling to potentially start a mosh pit. Like maybe circling and then maybe shoving people and seeing who's down for a mosh pit. Not one of those assholes that'll start like fighting people, but like just pushing and shoving and doing all that stuff and trying to rally people up.
all right. So,
Like, come on.
in seeing that, there's the dance floor is kind of populated with we'll say it's like if Angel Grove High had like a dance squad, they're kind of the ones that are there. So
Oh.
it could be up in the air if anyone's gonna join this mosh pit. You kind of got like,
I did not know what kind of music was playing here.
yeah, yeah, and then you got this like, but wait, the DJ, he looks like he could have been like this old rocker guy. He's kind of like, you know, he's got a slight ponytail. He's kind of got like the bandana covering his forehead. He's got a, you know, he's wearing the black. Can't help but notice that it's a Metallica, of course.
Oh, nice.
he kind of like, I know what you're trying to do, and he's like, you know, takes out his Zune, starts scrolling to the M's, and then with you kind of there and the other like dance club kids, you hear dun 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 dun, and then just double bass drums, just like, and it's like, and again there's like some more riffing going on, and then you just hear like the metalheads who are like on their way to get food. They're like, mosh pit, and they just swarmed the stage.
I swing my hands in the air and I like jump at all of those guys too.
Gonna try to crowd surf.
No. Well, actually, yeah. If they'll let me, fuck it.
Almost immediately, the metalheads just like rush, and they're like, yeah, and they just start, you know, shoulder tackling each other and just like wailing, you know, usual moves you'd see in a pit. And the dance squad kids are like caught in the middle with you, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And so
I will stand in front of the other kids and try and shove them out of the way so they don't get beat up. But I'll also join the metalheads.
All right. So in doing that, again, like the dance school kids, like they kind of catch what you're like. They think you're trying to like get them to participate in the pit, but then they're like, oh, he's actually trying to like get us out of here. Like he knows we shouldn't be here and we don't want to be here. So like they kind of just like try to mimic your reactions and just start shoving and like not fully tackling, but like, you know, trying to do their best to lightly bump people and act like they're a part of it, at the same time just letting like the momentum push them as far away as possible. So again, as the metal is just going, you couldn't help but notice that as the song, it was Master of Puppets. Metalheads are starting to just shout the lyrics. Immediately, teachers kind of just like, they leave their kids in rows before they can get in line to sit down for lunch, and they kind of just like break it up, and try to get in between you guys and like stop everything. And the DJ guy, he kind of just like, he turns a blind eye and turns around, but he leaves the music playing.
So I'm gonna go offer the DJ a cigarette.
Can I push the teachers in the mosh pit?
I mean, you can try. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Sure. I'm gonna need you to make me a mic check.
A mic check?
Yeah, might. So you're gonna roll might. Give me a second. I'll tell
might.
you. So
All right.
you're gonna go ahead and roll me a d20 and a d2. Tell me what you get.
All right. 1 second. D20, D2. 17 and a 1.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, everyone's like, "Duh fuck," and they just see the science teacher go. It looks like you're like one of the first in line to start breaking it up and like tell kids to like disperse, and instead they see you join and you bring teachers in.
If I notice him bringing people in, I'm gonna bump the teacher to Maximus.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll might wall.
Sure. Where is my dice? What is? Oh, it's a D4. Is my might. I got a. What the hell is snipping tool? I got a 14.
Okay, so again, Maximus, he like again, the student body is like a teacher's joining the pit. You guys, you gotta look. They're like immediately everyone's eyes is just getting flooded, redirected to the dance floor. Again, Master Puppet's still blasting it like full, not quite at 11, but like we'll say at an 8. So it's his everything in the world wants this pit to keep going, except the faculty, the responsible faculty staff.
Okay, they're in the pit now.
Who are now in the pit, who Maximus brought in. So again, we kind of like Maximus is like, you kind of start moshing with him, and he's like, he kind of just like gives you that nod, and he kind of gives you one of his patented A's. Can we hear one of those, my mud brother? Maximus.
Hey.
And he just starts going, he starts moshing a little bit harder with some of the teachers who were just like, they came in here and they thought they had control. No. So you see the mosh just continue to go uninterrupted to everyone's like just shock and amazement. And then almost like that, as soon as it started, the music stops. And you hear almost like if this were like a disc jockey, you hear like the disc just does a the loud screech of it ending. Miss Perez is there. And she's like, Angel Grove High seniors. And everyone kind of is like, oh shit.
We're just trying to have a little fun.
And she's like, that's not the kind of fun you all signed up for.
So,
It's the one we want.
I'm gonna do a romance check.
There is a fighting pit over there. I think this is the kind of fun we signed up for.
So I'm gonna go talk to Miss Perez.
All right, if you're gonna talk to her, I need you to make a. I'm gonna want you to roll.
D4 on it. With
I'm gonna want you to roll persuasion. Oh, well, there you go. 20 to D4. Tell me what you get.
It's like, come on, we're just trying to have some fun.
Is it me or Elvis?
Our Black Ranger Terry.
Okay.
Damn, 8.
Okay, so seeing you, and she knows you. It's no. You're not even. She gives you the hand, and she's like, "No, I'm not ready to deal with you." Terry, just stop while you're ahead. And she's telling you that while like the megaphone's off, so no one else hears. And then she's like, "I need everybody to stop what they're doing on the dance floor right now."
Can I drag her in?
Sure. I'd like to intervene and assist Terry.
as much as you'd kind of like that, Miss Perez, as to put it likely, if anyone's familiar with Amanda Waller from Suicide Squad, she's kind of like that. Up until this point, she seemed rather nice.
Oh, she's Amanda Waller. Can I do a mic check?
Not in your best interest. Again, she kind of already shut you down, so you're not going to be doing any more actions.
Hey, but I'm behind, so can I still do it?
Well, she's already got the crowd, so you're gonna have to.
Damn.
She's gone into full, just this is her Miss Trunchbull, her Amanda Waller. She's like, she's not having any of this, and she's like getting everyone on board with what's gonna happen right now. She's like, students, this is not how Angel Grove seniors conduct themselves. To the much you can hear the metalheads boo, boo. She's like, I've had. She's trying to. She was gonna say something else, but she stops herself and she looks for a correct, I'd say a more beneficial word. The privilege of getting to know you, most of you, over the course of 3 years, going on 4. She's like, I know how some of you act. I know some of your parents personally. I do not want to call anyone. That's not necessary. She's like, let me remind you, school has yet to start. I do not want to have anyone be suspended from the first week of school.
I'll take it.
Yeah, again, you see just some of the students just like, boo, yelling at any obscenities.
You won't.
Don't worry, you're more than welcome to call my aunt.
She doesn't know who that's coming from, but she heard it and she's like, oh, don't worry, I will call aunts, uncles, grandparents, parents, older siblings. This is not gonna continue. Now we're gonna shut down. And again, the only one who's kind of like gonna boo at this point are like the dance kids. She's like, we're shutting down this venue. There's gonna be no more music or dancing. And the kids are like, it wasn't even us who did that. She's like, we're gonna come down. We're all gonna eat lunch. You're all starving young individuals, hopefully with some food in you, and being taken away from this stressful situation. We're gonna see whether we can continue with the music or not. But I want everyone to leave now. And then again, the metalheads are like, you're no fun. And the metalheads, you know, they start to disperse. They leave the floor. It's up to you, Sky and Wall, if you're gonna follow the metalheads. They're the only ones at the stage at the time of the pit. And some of the teachers are like, yeah, better do what she said.
I will join my teacher, who is, Maximus.
Yes, who's in the pit with you? You have
Yeah, I'm staying with him.
All right, so again, kind of just like, he's already like I, you know, he's telling everyone that he's with me, right, Maximus?
Kids with me.
Yeah, and that you have some other. There's like 2 more individuals who should also be with you, that you might want to try to grab.
Alright, well, after seeing him push teachers in, and seeing as he didn't stop me earlier from fighting, I'll go and chill with him.
Might as well.
All right, seeing how these kids are seeing you as a hip, cool with it. You got the 411 on fun. They kind of just without even needing you to like, you know, call their names. They're like with you, and you can take them back. There's just one other student you can't help but, you know, realize you're missing. She's still at a certain gazebo.
The gazebo.
Lilith Joy?
Yes. Also, Lilith, did you join?
Yeah, so I'm just in the background, chilling. Trying to see
Alright.
how this plays out.
All right, playing it cool. Gotcha. Okay, so then,
Uh,
go
Uh,
ahead.
if we pass any of the dance students, I'm gonna apologize to them. Just say, if you manage to like talk to her about getting that back set up, just go ahead and blame me. It's fine.
So again, you do happen to catch one of the dance students, Inez, fellow senior. You kind of, like you said, you kind of just, you know, tap her on the shoulder. She turns around. You tell her what you said. She's like, I'll try. I don't think anything's gonna happen. But what's your name, by the way?
Well, Parker. I'm new, so you might see me around more often than not. Who knows?
All right. So again, Inez is kind of just like, you know, she's taking you for face value. She's gonna assume you're being honest. You're genuinely sorry for causing a mosh pit to erupt while they were, enjoying their activity. And
Well,
again, she kind of tells you it's like, this happens every school event, so I'm kind of used to it. But thanks. She's like, she
also,
walks off.
next time, it is pretty fun to just join it.
She kind of like laughs. She's like, yeah, I've never heard that one before. Again,
Do
not
what you
trying to
will.
be mean or anything, just after having her squad's dance routines get just repeatedly mosh pitted over the course of 3 years, she's kind of she has her expectations in check. But again, she takes your apology, and we'll see whether or not she does talk to Miss Perez about getting the music and the dance floor back up. So again, I feel like Maximus, you want to tell the kids about a certain meteor shower that's supposed to happen later today, while you're heading back to your lunch area, conveniently um, by Kimberly. You figure, kids, how would you like some shade?
Yeah. All right, kids. There's a meteor shower tonight. No, I'm not sure if you guys are into astrology or anything, or astronomy. Sorry, astrology is the science.
He gets
I'm an
excited.
asparagus, by the way. But yeah, there should be a pretty interesting show tonight. Just keep your eyes out.
Good to know, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for backing us up back there. This is the first time I've seen a teacher join shit.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If they let it last any longer, I was about to start a wall of death, but things happen. Maybe next time.
Oh well, next time.
Yeah, so with that, everyone kind of just goes back with Maximus. Maximus leads you all to Kimberly and some of her besties, and you just, when in Rome, so you just get some lawn chairs that were brought to you by some of the staff, and you park yourselves right there in the shade, just like, she's trying her best to ignore you guys, and you guys are just, I guess doing the same. Unless anyone wants to talk to Kimberly. Which,
I'm gonna throw bottle cap in their direction.
okay. So, all right. And,
I offer. Who is it? I'm looking at names. I wrote them all down. I offer Terry a hidden flask.
I will accept said hidden flask and hand him my own.
all right. I'm going to need you both, without any of the simps, some other student passing by, I'm going to need you both to make deception checks.
Deception. I do not have anything on deception, I don't think. I remember wanting deception.
So just
Right? Nothing here.
D20.
Yeah, so again,
2d20s. We're rolling at a snag.
yeah.
I'm not.
I'm just confirming I don't have anything on deception. Pretty sure though.
Okay, so
No.
go ahead. We'll see how this secret flask exchange goes.
19.
Okay. All right. Wall, what did you get?
Still rolling.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay. So again, trying to take out the flask, secret flask. You're just kind of high up the energy of like the mosh pit. You finally get to know some Angel Grove High citizens, student body. You're just like, all right, anything goes apparently here. And then Terry gets like he catches a glance about like what you're gonna take out, and he kind of just goes over and stops you. And before you can take out your flask to offer him, he kind of just like, no one's really gonna be looking over here at this corner by where Kimberly's at. She's not really paying attention. She's not really gonna care. And he opens up, takes out his flask, and offers it to you instead. He grabs your cup and it kind of just pours you a little bit.
I was going to spike my drink, whatever drink I had.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you. And I do a little cheers for my
Cheers.
new drink. If you took any of mine, it is garbage alcohol,
To which,
like
Uh,
trash whiskey. Like,
That was fine. I also drink whiskey, but I stay mid shelf.
no, mine's bottom of the shelf.
good. So on that note, everyone's gonna begin to eat. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, so I can let everyone grab some snacks, grab a drink, use the restroom, that kind of a thing. So I'm gonna take us into an intermission. We got some 5 minutes or so, you guys. We'll be right back, and we'll see what happens after lunch on Vega's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Episode 1 D-Day. So give me a second. I'm gonna take us to intermission. All right, everybody, we're back from intermission. Give me a second. We'll continue. Ego's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Episode 1, D-Day. Okay, so we last left our group, our motley crew, eating lunch. There was a mosh pit. There was some archery. There was some teacher dunking. There was some hardcore simping. A lot of things, you know.
There was some drinking.
There's some, yeah. There was some tomfoolery, shenanigans already. So, we're gonna go ahead and cut away to a nearby location. Like I said, I had mentioned that everyone was in the Los Angeles Canyons, which is north of Angel Grove. Unbeknownst to everybody, there is a certain, let's say, extraterrestrial establishment, housing, something that doesn't belong here on Earth is here. Not too far away, but completely oblivious to everyone's knowledge, being cloaked and shielded. There's what's known as a command center to the Altarian race, which is a race of guardians throughout the universe who seek out other inhabitants and try to bring peace, prosperity, long-lasting civilizations all throughout the universe. And there happens to be one Altarian named Zordon, who currently resides on Earth, within reach of Angel Grove, for that matter. A little backstory. There was once a space witch named Rita Repulsa who had battled Zordon millennia ago. Their battles raged on for thousands of years. Zordon would go from planet to planet, hoping to shield them, to guard them from Rita and her forces. Some allies were made, some allies were saved, some allies were lost. Like I said, their battles raged on for thousands of years. And at the end of their battle, Zordon was able to seal away an evil space witch by the name of Rita Repulsa away in a containment unit. But with her last act of defiance, she cast a very powerful magic spell that cost Zordon his physical body and trapped him in what has come to be known to inhabitants of the universe as the Morphing Grid. Now, this Altarian by the name of Zordon has been caught in it for millennia. Rita Repulsa has been searching the cosmos for what is known as the Zeal Crystal, a conduit of great power that in her hands could spell the end of everything as we know it. Accompanying Zordon is his companion, the highly advanced robot Alpha 5, who's been carrying out Zordon's wishes to guard the Zeal Crystal, which just so happens to be located in Angel Grove, to keep a watchful eye on Rita Repulsa and her containment unit, which just happens to be located on this Earth's moon. And we see Alpha in the command center, who's kind of just checking all parameters, making sure shields are up, cloaking is up. It's been thousands of years, and he's been carefully watching over Earth, seeing us advance from simple cavemen all the way to where we are with technology. Computers in our pockets. We've mastered steam, engines, combustion. We've gone once to the moon, which was a very close call. And we're beginning to now trying to lay our mark on other planets within our solar system. Alpha can't help but check the readings today for the meteor shower. It's supposed to be passing over Earth. And Alpha lets out an ay ay ay! Zordon, I wish you were here. We've had some close times before. Ugh. But hopefully humanity will have some more years and Rita will remain locked away. I know you're not here to guide me, but I'm acting as best as I know you would. And he's already used the command center computers to triangulate the time, the proximity, and if or not these meteors are going to be able to strike the moon. Which, after checking his readings, he's finding out that yes, there is a high likelihood that some of these meteors are going to come in contact with the moon. Not Earth, but the moon. Where Rita Repulsa sleeps, waiting for her eventual release, so she can continue her reign of terror. And hopefully one day obtain the Zeo Crystal. He's like, ay, 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 Zordon. There is one thing I could do, but it's going to potentially reveal the command center for a brief time. And Alpha has already planned out for such an outcome where he can power down the shield and the cloaking to try to shield the moon, specifically the dark side of the moon where Rita is, and give it a little extra defense at the risk of revealing himself and the command center to anyone who could be privy of its location or within its radius. Luckily, Alpha knows that this is going to be happening later tonight, somewhat over the cover of darkness, which is going to reduce the likelihood of anyone finding the command center. Alpha's already beginning to input the proper sequence into the command center computers so that the shield and cloaking will be deactivated so that they can power a shield over the moon. And he's just waiting for the meteor shower to arrive. And he's like, ay, 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 it's almost here. And another few short hours, Zordon. Hopefully, this planet will go on, continuing not to know the tyranny, be subjugated to the terror that Rita can bring. And again, just having his hands up to his visor. We could really use you, Zordon, who's been trapped in the grid ever since Rita sent him there with her magic. We now cut back to the Angel Grove High School senior class during their annual senior celebration, where everyone's been having lunch. Things have been going good. There's been archery, martial arts demonstrations. A dance, music and dance that happened to escalate into a mosh pit. There's been friends hanging out, people making acquaintance with other students, perhaps forging friendships in the future, who's to say. After lunch, the students continue partaking in events. As I said, Miss Perez said there was a full day's worth of events. In fact, there was more things than you could do in one single day. Which leaves us right about, I'd say 6:30, almost 7 o'clock. Everyone's had a complete day of fun. Teachers have been dunked. Prizes have been won. As I said, perhaps new friendships have been made. Miss Perez, as darkness is beginning to set in, comes up to the center. Of the stage. She takes out her megaphone.
Boo! Bring our music back.
Immediately, she's like, "I heard that."
You were supposed to.
And then, without missing
I
a beat,
wasn't trying to hide it.
Remember, this is a two-way street. In order to gain respect, you have to give respect, students. Let's remember that when school starts next week. But it's that time. If you haven't already, take your final pictures. Come see one last event. Things are going to start winding down. It's time to make sure everyone begins to make their way back home. Now, for those of you who need transportation, if you came on the bus, remember, you're going to be going on your exact bus. Follow your chaperones. It's very important we don't leave anyone behind. If you came in your own ride or transportation, you're more likely to leave. You don't have to come right back to the school. The only ones who are coming back to the school is the faculty and any students who needed transportation. It's been a great day. I hope you all had fun. There's more surprises. There's limitless potential possibilities that lie before each and every one of you. You all have the capacity to do great things. And I hope that I see everyone rise up when given the chance. So again, everyone, give yourselves a round of applause for getting here to this very moment. Congratulate you, you're almost done. You have one more school year before we throw you out into the world and you really start to make things happen. And after that, again, the student body's like, "Yeah, we're the best. Just wait and see what we're gonna do." One guy's like, "Oh, I don't know, guys." So again, everyone's cheering, doing their thing. Just like before I go, I can't wait to meet and greet all of you personally at the front gates of Angel Grove High. Take care, senior class. We'll see you bright and early, Monday, 8 a.m. sharp. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Studying begins next week. Everyone's like, boo. So, with that being said, students are now beginning to finish up any activities that they're currently at, make their way to the buses, finish any snacks. You see some kids with turkey legs just walking, saying what they're like, "Oh man, I gotta tell my brother or sister to check that out next year." People are actually pretty surprised that they had a fun day. Well, mostly everybody. But like a fellow science teacher told a group of students that there was a meteor shower that's supposed to be happening today. He's in the pursuit of science. He's asking if anyone would be interested in going off the book and maybe getting a better glance at it further into the canyon.
Yeah, sure. What are the park's rules about cars staying here overnight, by the way?
So, again, you're not the only person to make that comment. Almost immediately, Miss Perez comes back, and she's like, "Because I get this every year. Again, I want to make it perfectly clear. If you choose to stay here overnight, your car will be towed. We only have designated parking for our events. You're more than welcome to stay if you have transportation back home." Let me finish. But everyone needs to leave the premises come nightfall.
What if I'm still in the car?
Then, sir, you can get towed with your car. You're gonna
Alright.
get towed to leave. So again, unless you
Well, thanks for answering the question. That's all I needed to know.
okay, no problem. And again, I get it every year. You're not the first. You're not gonna be the last.
All right.
So she says that. She asks any more questions before I let you kids go. No one's like, just you can hear crickets chirp.
Why do you suck?
She's gonna just downplay like she didn't hear that and immediately get off stage and start just walking to where she needs to be. So again, with Maximus feeling like he's made a connection with the teenagers today, he's going to see if any of his group would want to possibly go deeper into the canyon. He's, believe it or not, he's a very great teacher. He's already set up some equipment where he's already ascertained the best spot to see the meteor shower. He's got a telescope. He's got some sodas, some of those patented power sandwiches. So Maximus.
Yeah, sandwiches, top ramen. That's usually my go-to. So yeah, what am I describing? Just the setup?
Top ramen for camping.
Yeah, the
Hell
setup
yeah!
you got.
You never had top ramen while camping? It's the best, especially when it's a cold night.
Gotta do is heat up water.
Oh, so I like raw ramen, which is fine, but like I'm trying to get past the cooking the ramen part. Unless you just eat it raw, in which case, yeah,
You
no,
have
that's
to
good.
Oh
do is heat
no,
up water.
I mean it's just a kettle. You just need hot water.
So cup noodle or
Oh, a cup noodle. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. They all kind of blend in
okay,
after a
that's
while.
fine.
That makes more sense, right?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So I got
Let's
another
go.
electric kettle, a couple water bottles, and the sandwich maker.
After party.
Power
Sandwich
sandwiches.
press.
Sounds not too
What's up?
shabby. I'll join.
The sandwich press
Hell yeah.
or maker. Okay, sandwich press is also good too.
Mm. Yeah, nothing like meteor shower and grilled cheeses.
Yeah, let's do it.
Again, looks like more and more of the students under his supervision are down to hang out, catch the meteor shower.
Mhm.
We've heard no objections other than Sky and Kimberly, who are a little silent, haven't really shown any interest, but anything they say next could sway that either way. We're waiting to hear from Sky.
Guys, we're here for the party. Or join the
Guys,
party.
after party.
Yeah.
Guys in.
Again, Sky's
Party.
he's down. Yeah.
So mean girl, are you coming too or
It's already been established.
Again, as you all have been talking, Kimberly's already just been like yelling at her grunt, her simp, Ricardo, I believe it was his name.
you cannot bring the simp. Actually, I don't care about the simp. The simp can go.
She's got her. She has her hat, her glasses. She's starting to take them off. It's beginning, not quite dark yet, but you can see the sun is beginning to set. Ricardo's, trying to pack her things. He's doing it a little hastily. He's like, I gotta get home. I have to see what happens on my favorite show. I can't miss it. He's like, what do you...
Nah, what
Go ahead.
what you can't miss is this meteor shower.
He's like, oh, no. Let me stop you there, bro.
You can record the show. This meteor shower you can't record.
And risk it getting spoiled online?
Just don't go online.
You're
Here,
asking
there's a
tall
lake over
order.
there. Throw your phone in that water, and then when you get home, no spoilers. Done.
It's fine. Let this loser.
I'll
go.
even
It's
give you a
gonna be
ride home.
buzzkill anyway.
That all seems like a good, invite, but
We're gonna get nowhere with that kind of attitude.
I believe it or
I go,
not,
you
I
do
kind
that
of
really too well.
I have this tradition where I watch every new episode with my besties, so they're already set. We're gonna be having, I like to call them adult Capri Suns. We just have Mountain Dew, Code Red, and it's a whole thing. Actually, if you guys would like to join me and my friends, I've.
Nah, we got our own stuff.
Very hard pass.
We got this
Alright.
meteor shower we can't miss.
He's like, suit yourself. You don't have to twist my arm. Well, all right, Kimberly, I'll drop this off at your parents' place. And again, she's like, and make sure not to use the front door this time. He's like, oh, yeah, thanks. Through the side gate, in the shadows, not to be seen. I remember. She's like, good. And then she begins to make her way. Is anyone going to try to stop her from leaving the group? She's shown no interest in the meteor shower.
We invited her.
Um,
We invited her simp. I don't know what else to do.
Her sim has
I'll
made it pretty
I'll
apparent
tell
that
you.
he has prior
I'll
plans
tell
and he's not
you
going to
give
miss them.
extra credit.
She kind of stops, knowing that although she's not too bad in science, it's just she doesn't have the time to do the homework and the classwork and maintain appearances. She's talking to you. She immediately looks. She's like, "How much extra credit?"
Enough.
Kind of without missing a beat, she just looks at you and she's like, "Describe enough."
Um, let's say a 30% bump on whatever you get wrong in the next test.
How about a 30% bump? And the next test I'm gonna have, and all tests I'm gonna have this first semester. And you're kind of getting the feeling like she's not gonna budge on that.
Take it or leave it. I don't negotiate with terrorists.
All right, not wanting to absolutely take you up on the offer, but she's also she's
What
forming
better
through
do
her
you have
head.
to do? Hang out with losers?
She's before she can talk to Maximus, she looks him at Terry and she's like, first of all, I wasn't hanging out with him. He was working for me. There's a difference. Secondly, you didn't even know my friends. So, unlike you, who's had to repeat their senior year a second time, who's the loser?
So you. I got money and currently alcohol. What do you have?
Again, realizing that her words are just not getting through to you or Maximus. She's just kind of getting more and more, I guess you could say just what's the term? You're starting to ruffle her jammies, so to speak.
Like, let her go. She's probably just afraid of the dark.
Eh. We told you party's this way. You can go do your own thing.
She's like, first of all, I'm not afraid of anything. Except me, maybe caught with you anywhere. What's so special about this meteor shower?
Well, have you ever seen one before?
Usually that. The sky looks pretty nice out at night when you're not in the city. And with meteors, it looks even nicer.
She kind of gets the feeling that, like, you guys are not so much it's not that you want her to come, but you also generally just don't want her to miss out on something cool. She's been kind of just sitting there, sunbathing under her gazebo. You've been stuck with her.
I was like, so what does the princess have to do that's better than seeing something she's never gonna be able to see again?
Again, she's like, ah, people calling me princess. Again, you're kind of like, she's not really letting it be known 100%, but you are like, she's beginning to like, fine. If it'll get you guys to stop talking to me, I'll come to the stupid thing, and then we'll go our merry way. And don't even think about talking to me when school starts. But she's on board, out of sheer frustration, hoping to be amazed. So, Maximus,
Nice.
you got anything to say?
So we have the whole crew together, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So just saying, glad you saw it our way. Let's go ahead and start setting up. Who wants it for sandwich?
I'll take some of the ramen once the water's boiled.
All right. Any other takers?
Yeah, I'll take ramen.
Yeah, I
If
would go
anyone,
for
I'll throw my flask in the dirt and go. If anyone wants to finish that, I gotta drive home.
Who wants whiskey?
Me.
I'll throw her my flask.
Kimberly's actually like, I'll take a cup of that. Passing on the
I'd
ramen.
mix it. I'd mix it with stuff. It's pretty gnarly.
She's like, no, she kind of just. In fact, upon you suggesting that she takes it and mixes it, pours it straight, downs it.
She's taking mine, right?
Yeah, your bottom of the shelf.
Bottom of the barrel, like plastic bottle, like poison
Yeah,
is basically
typical high
what
school
it is.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just looking. It's not 2020 Mad Dogs, otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's bottom of the barrel whiskey, which is fucking trash.
Okay. Well.
I could drink Mad Dogs easy.
Oh yeah.
Again, whatever you're serving, she kind of just grabs it out of your hand, pours herself, drinks it, kind of just like, you know.
Well, look who can
Not the
party.
smoothest thing, not the best thing, by far, not the best thing. But, you know, she downs it, puts the cup down. She's like, there, I can hang.
Points for me, princess. That was actually impressive that you kept all of that down.
And she's like, well, I am friends with the popular kids, and we do like to party, so.
Okay, well, hopefully you can get back to your car safely.
So again, anyone else going to partake in the spirits being offered?
I'll take a shot.
Okay, so it looks like shots are going around, and they're coming from bottom of the barrel or top shelf?
Well, mine's mid shelf. His is
Oh,
bottom of the
Mid
barrel.
middle.
shelf, sorry.
Mine's bottom. Mine is trash.
Mid-shelf.
They can alternate.
I'll go with the mid-shelf.
Okay, so again, seeing as Wall hasn't been shy about saying that his stuff is, you know, bottom of the barrel, he kind of just, you know, suggests that Terry, he's got some stuff too. You might want to get something from him, and this, you're not picky, then he's more than happy to share. It looks like Lilith is gonna go ahead and take some from you, Terry.
That's fine. I already tossed my flask that way too. The alcohol is out in the open.
Nice, nice, nice.
I assume there's only one teacher who clearly doesn't care.
He's just excited that you all said yes.
I'm surprised the teacher's not drinking.
Well, you remember he's very excited about the stars too. So
I was like, so he's special needs and he has no friends. Oh man.
Is it night already?
it's not.
Is
quite
it dusk
night.
or okay? It's
sun
gonna
is
be
still
like
up.
so.
Not completely down yet, but it is. It's you can say like within another hour or two, it is gonna start getting really dark. And then Maximus, do you have anything to add to this kumbaya before anything else should happen?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have anything to add to this while everyone's together, partaking in grilled cheese and mid shelf bottom of the barrel
And ramen.
drinks? The ramen. And ramen, sorry, and ramen.
No, it just seems like a solid night. Glad everyone could make it, and let's see some meteors.
All right. So, on that note, as it looks like everyone's just, waiting for the last eventful thing to happen today, which is the meteor shower, we're going to cut back to the command center. Alpha's still running calculations and making sure that dropping down both the shield and the cloaking, triangulating the energy, projecting it onto the moon, the dark side, if it's going to hold against the meteors or not. So he's like, it's almost time, Zordon. Ay, ay, ay. But I've done all I can do. The numbers are sound. With my current readings, this should hold, and hopefully Rita will stay imprisoned. We have just a few more minutes left. So he's doing that. He's punching in things. And then Maximus, you catch the hint of like the first meteors like just flying across the sky. And you want to alert the group. Show's about to start.
Yeah, here, 1 second. I'm gonna be AFK for a bit.
No problem, no problem. I'll handle it for you. So, while everyone's enjoying, like I said, grilled cheese, sandwiches, bottom of the barrel, mid shelf, top ramen, of course, the delicacy. um, he's like, "Hey, you kids are about to see some serious shit. Get a load of this." And without missing a beat, he kind of just goes. Again, he has like his telescope. He has it set up. He's like, he's rigging it. He's getting the lens just right, the zoom, proper field, making sure. He's like, okay, definitely no clouds. Can see everything tonight. And he's like, all right, just getting it ready. Let me angle it. This should be the best vantage point. He's like, okay. There we go. And then again, another, and another, and another, and another. You start seeing. It's like, all right, it's beginning. Meteor shower time. Alpha's like, ay, ay, ay. All right, Zordon. Here we go. Let's make sure we get through this for Earth's sake. Powering down shields and cloak. And again, through the canyon. You guys see like this, what looks like almost like an aurora borealis, like in the sky, begin to like move through the sky up into the space, and that's like coming from some unknown origin, just a little bit up a hill where you guys happen to be at. And you guys are asking, like, you all like, Maximus is looking at the stars, but you all see like this strange phenomenon just happening. Does anyone happen to question or ask Maximus, or what do you guys do in response to that?
I don't think that's normal for a meteor shower.
See, Princess, you were gonna miss this shit.
She's kind of like, what the hell is this shit?
Meteor shower. Clearly, that's why we're here.
She's like, haha, I'm not talking about that. What's that happening over there past that hill?
Should we go look at it?
More meteor shower? I don't know.
Let's go look at it.
So it's like,
Sure.
Maximus is like, oh man, you guys, who wants to take first look at the telescope? and then he sees all of you beginning to like just in a group, you know, collectively start walking. He's like, "Whoa, what could be more interesting than the stars?"
There's a meteor shower happening over there.
It's like, look at that shit over there. We're gonna go figure out what that is.
He's like,
Or we're
"What?"
just gonna poke at it with a stick. Whichever comes first.
He's like, "Whoa, what? There's nothing over there, guys." It's like, it's barren for miles. There's nothing here. I don't know what you guys are so excited about. And like, as soon as he like finishes his sentence, you guys get to like a ridge, and then you see almost like a mirage. You see what looks like mountain range begin to just like fade away, almost like if someone took like a Photoshop eraser to the landscape and just started erasing it. And then you see this strange foreign building off in the distance begin to like materialize. And it looks
Best meteor shower ever, guys.
again, it's looking very alien. Definitely nothing you know, that was built by humans.
Let's go.
Abandoned building.
New building.
Report
Let's
in
check
there.
it out.
He's like, whoa, let me stop you there, kids. Okay, first of all, he's like, he takes out his phone and he's like immediately looking like at a map off of an app he has, and he's like, all right, first of all, kids, look, this isn't on any known map. In fact, we're not even supposed to be going over here. There's supposed to be a mountain ridge right here. Like, technically, this doesn't exist. What did you put in that drink? What did you got?
And your
That
science
or
is telling
your
you not to
signal
check
doesn't
that out.
exist?
Check that out.
I mean,
It's like, how do you even have signal up here too?
he's like, actually, well, you see, I had this map downloaded. I'm not even connected. It's just part of the app. Always be prepared, you know, Boy Scout. Anyways, that's not important. So again, while this is happening, we cut back to the dark side of the moon. Alpha has the shields up. Meteors are hitting it. The shield is doing its job, and the ones that are coming in contact to the vicinity of where her prison is, they're hitting the shield. Nothing is getting through yet. Going back to the command center.
Okay, what I miss?
Okay, to catch you up, you took the kids. Or the kids took you to the edge of a ridge where you guys are, and you've seen what looks like the command center appear in the distance. You guys don't know it's the command center, but a foreign building has definitely revealed itself, and it's very alien in appearance, most likely origin.
We're trying to go party in it.
And so, while that happens, everyone's decided to go investigate. You got anything to say about that, Maximus?
I mean, normally I'd be like cautious of this, but it looks familiar, so I decided to go in with them.
Okay, all right. So while that happens, cutting back to the command center. Alpha, he's just pacing around the room. There's nothing he can do other than just wait out the shower to hopefully it passes. Nothing happens. It's another uneventful night, and he can go back to watching, safely guarding the command center for more years to come. And he's like, "Hi, Zordon. My circuits weren't built for this." But according to my calculations, we only have another 5 or so minutes, Earth minutes, to work. We're in the clear. Let's hope the shield remains fully functional. So again, going back to Maximus and the students, you make your way, getting closer and closer and closer to the canyon. The sun is almost completely down. There's just a small hint of it on the horizon. Sky is turning that orange purple hue. Stars are starting to pop. There's There's bursts of meteor showers of the meteors flying across. Not that anyone's still paying attention. But do you guys have anything to discuss while you begin? Just climbing some rock, going up some steep hills. Anything you want to bring up? Maybe potential dangers.
I'm gonna climb up stuff and like help people over like maybe not difficult to climb rocks, but like just go ahead and then push like offer my hand to help people move over so they don't slip or anything.
Nice. Okay. So, all right. So we've got two people who are lending a hand. I like it. Hopping up. Go ahead, Maximus. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Okay. Hmm.
So that happens. You're making your way closer and closer to this very alien and foreign structure. In fact, it's very close now. You don't see any lights emanating from it. You don't see any power lines. There's, no cables, no anything. It's kind of just there, secluded from everything else. Part of almost as if it was part of like the mountain range itself. You guys finally get to the base of this building. Does anyone want to start exploring, looking for things?
Is there a door?
I was like, dude, you're like a door.
All right.
I was like, check if there's any entrances around it.
All right. So, here's what I want you guys to do. All of you can go ahead and start making me. Let's see. Alertness checks.
Doing it?
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Got a 6. 6.
Is that a D20?
Yeah, so D20 plus whatever you have in alertness.
Oh, that is his skill. Okay, so yeah, D20 for me.
Okay, remember if you don't have any, you're going to be rolling a snag, so D20 twice, take the
Actually, we
lower
have
of the
a
two.
D2, so you just roll D20. Yeah. 16.
15.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And then I heard from Wall that he got 17, correct?
7. Oh, 6.
6, okay. And then from Lilith?
Still checking.
Okay, no
I
problem.
think I have. I look for my stats. 1 sec.
No problem. And then I'll roll for Kimberly. Okay.
News for awareness?
Yes. Alertness.
Alertness.
Alertness. What is
So it's alertness plus a what?
Plus
plus
a
the
D20.
D20?
2 D20s?
No, just one.
Just one. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have any alertness, you'll roll twice and you'll take the lower of the two.
I was gonna say he also
Okay.
has D2.
Oh, you need a
Oh, I
combination.
got a 20.
Damn.
20. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, because I got a 19 and then plus my alertness is 1, so
He
20.
needs acorn. I don't need corn. I need this.
Yeah, I got a 13 and a 2.
Heads 2, tails 1.
Heads 1.
2, tails 1.
Tails 1, heads 2.
Tails. So 1.
Okay, so.
If you want to add that to that, he matched me at my 16.
Okay, so 7, 16, 16, 20. And then Maximus, what did you get?
I had 15.
15 and 15. Okay. So, again, first thing you're going to look for is, human instinct would be a building, there's got to be a door. Finding something. Y'all immediately just try to just walk the perimeter of the building around and around. And then you come to realize very fast there are no doors. Or at least nothing that resembles a door.
Can I punch the wall?
Sure, yeah. Make me a might roll. So, again, you see that this building has
It's a
no door. No
D6.
visible door.
I wouldn't recommend it. Probably punching a metal wall.
Hey,
Yeah, so
20 plus
D20
whatever.
plus a D6.
plus your might, yeah.
Yeah, D6, D4, and a D2.
15.
Actually, not all of them because he's not specialized. This is just
Oh, he's right. All right, so
just
D-
D20 and your highest bubble
6, yeah,
in that
D6.
area.
6.
Yeah, so D20 and a D6. Roll both of those. Tell me what you get.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, out of frustration, out of just curiosity, this guy's like, I don't know. I'll try to make a door, I guess. And he punches it. To his dismay, because he's met with just really, really tough surface. Kind of bruise your hand. Nothing really happens. So,
Smart. Good try though. That looks pretty solid by how hard you hit that.
Anyone else got any great ideas?
I would say climb it. Is there anything we can get climb on?
no, it's a pretty
Ooh, how
Bigger
about, like,
surface.
hidden buttons or something?
Is there
well,
any doors or anything on the outside? Buttons.
you can see these like in coves that look like they would lead to a door, but there's not actually any door there, and there's not really. It's a smooth surface. There's not anything you can like get any kind of like.
Not even like a secret button. You just push the wall. And
Looking for a secret button. You can make me in another alertness. Now that I know you're looking specifically for a button. Anyone else wants to join Sky looking for some kind of a button, secret button? Roll alertness again.
I'll join in.
I'll assist him. I'm looking for a button.
Okay.
I guess I'll look. Yeah. 7.
All right. Looks
Hey,
like you guys are
what'd you
coming.
get?
I clearly didn't find shit.
Nothing worth mentioning. Did you
Did he
roll
say
for a
7?
secret button? You got a 727 or what was it?
No, wait, did he say 7?
Yeah,
I said
7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I also got a 7.
Okay.
Nice. We get points for that,
I
right?
thought it was good.
Unfortunately, no points today for that. So again, you guys, first instinct was to look for a door. Couldn't find one. Second thing was like, button. Just, you guys have seen enough Scooby-Doo. There's like a shelf, something, a brick that's gonna come out. As far as you can tell, within your reach, it's all like it looks like it's one solid, just
smooth wall.
yeah, all the way around. Which you're like, you don't even know this kind of like, how did this architecture even? How did they do it?
Can I seduce the building?
I'm gonna try knocking on the wall.
I'll seduce it with me.
Okay, you can try knocking.
I know Sky already punched it, but maybe knocking will get their attention.
Yeah. Okay, so just waiting to hear the roll really quick, and then I'll tell you what happened.
What roll? I guess I
Oh, or you just straight up knock to knock.
I was just knocking.
Okay.
rolled a knock.
Dun, 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 dun. Anybody
Anything
home?
special happens, yeah.
Anybody home?
So
There. I don't know what stat it is to knock.
okay. Well, let me just save you the trouble. Let's go ahead and fast forward and say, even though with knocking, punching the wall, looking for any sort of entrance, you're your head after just, you know, failure, 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 nothing's working. So it's kind of like you're kind of just, you know, you're grasping for a miracle right now.
Yeah.
Nothing you're doing is working. This guy's kind of looking at his watch. Is there anything to say about the time? Getting kind of. No, there's nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, this sucks. Who would build this?
Right?
Mm, weird thing, but it's
Is there
just
echo?
sort of there. So cool. Guess it's a place to party next time.
Can't even get in.
We can party here. There's a sheer surface. This is a nice place to lean on. The like areas. Is the area flat?
In its immediate vicinity, yes, it is
Yeah.
good enough
See
for
the
you to
area.
walk.
The area is flat. Like we can start a fire like over there, and like we could have saw the meteor shower right here.
Who can I burn the building down?
It's like, you know,
By the way, how's that meteor shower looking?
you
So-
know what? You're right. We can like paint it a bit, make it look cool. This is a new party spot.
On that note,
Yeah.
you guys have been trying for a while. It took you guys a while to get here. It's not completely dark yet, but it's like you guys need to do something about light because you're going to be out here in the middle of someplace that doesn't exist with probably the light of your phones and nothing else. Remember, you guys left all of Maximus's equipment back at the ridge, the telescope, the noodles, the sandwich maker. Yeah, the important thing, the noodles. So
No, I finished those.
you maybe Maximus wants to bring it up if you guys want to camp there the night. Stick around, start
No,
heading back.
they said that door. They said that the tow of the car. I'll just hang out for a little bit longer. But this is the party spot
All right, if you can remember
for the
where
next
this
party.
at.
It's just past the ridge. You can't miss this area. Look, the thing right, the flat
You know
sheer
what?
rock.
Yes, you're right.
Great.
This giant building out of nowhere will be. It's a pretty good landmark.
Yeah. It's a good landmark. I don't know how you can miss this, but
All right, so it looks like the team is gonna bunker down
And-
and stick around.
are we done here?
Just anyone else to try? Kimberly's kind of just been watching you guys just try and fail. She's kind of like laughed a little bit.
Can we throw stuff at it? See if anything knocks open?
I'm just gonna throw rocks at it.
Yeah.
Sure, if you want to go pick up a rock and
Or
yeah,
did anyone think to knock on it?
Yeah, I knocked on it.
One knocked on it.
you guys
Didn't
have
do
tried
anything.
knocking, looking for a secret
So the
button.
throwing the stuff would be the same thing.
We punched it. Someone
Yeah.
punched it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm,
So
There's no windows on it either.
no,
Huh.
it's completely just solid. It's one flat surface all the way around, one connected. It's really just a feat of like architectural genius.
And we can't climb it either, huh?
Yeah, it's smooth. There's no traction your hands.
Yeah.
Can we start digging? See how deep it goes.
I mean, you can try. The only thing you're probably going to be digging with is your hands.
Just rocks.
If you want to try with a rock, yeah.
You're literally gonna dig with a rock all night.
Yeah, no, that's too much effort.
I'm gonna join Kimberly at watching them. I'm done.
Yeah, I think we're all done.
Okay,
like-
so seeing the morale and you guys just kind of accepting, you know, there's honestly nothing you guys can do without some kind of divine intervention. Alpha 5 in the command center. Unbeknownst to you, his attention has been 100% on the meteor shower, just making sure that nothing gets through the shields.
He's not hearing us off the building.
You're in the outer like shield. That's like you're not even anywhere near alerting him. And if it weren't for him being just so focused on the meteor shower and making sure that the shields maintain 100% power, it's like, you know, he probably would have done something by now, but he's like, all right, Zordon, ay. Ugh, stressful times these have been, but I think we're through the worst of it. And luckily, no one has found the command center. Our secret can continue to remain just that, a secret. powering down shields, rebooting cloak, rebooting force shield around command center and perimeter. So then, as that starts to happen, all the Rangers immediately see like this. You can't really feel it, but you like can kind of see like shimmers of it in the sky as like this energy field comes up around the command center. And then you begin to see kind of like that mirage, kind of like eraser looking canvas off in the distance. Happens a second time. And it kind of looks a little almost like if you were looking through a screen door at something, how it's a little muddy. It's like, you know, either something's wrong with your vision or there's something blocking what you're seeing.
Best meteor shower ever, guys.
I'm gonna take out a light, shine it that way.
Okay, so you're taking out
Get a cell phone at this point.
okay, your cell
We
phone.
have cell phones, nothing.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
if not, I'm
You
gonna
guys
take out
got cell
ladder.
phones. Maximus,
No, we
you
don't
got
have that
you
kind
got
of-
anything for the group? Any source of light? Pocket light? Anything? We're pretty much all going off of cell phones right now, and those are only going to get you so far.
Probably it's back in the truck, but yeah, I had nothing on me.
Okay. So then,
Yeah, I definitely have road fillers in my car, but car.
so then everyone realizing that like something is clearly going on, and you're here to witness it. You don't know what, but something is going on.
No, it's clear it's a meteor shower, Mr. DM.
It's like,
Yeah.
guys, the building's going away.
It's clear that the well,
The meteor shower is making the building disappear. Clearly it's a mirage.
yes.
It's a trick of the meteors.
Yeah. You guys have been drinking some really bottom of the barrel stuff because it's having some adverse effects on some of you.
I have not drank for several hours.
No, we were climbing. I'm pretty sure we're all sober now.
Yes. Well,
Maybe with the exception of Cannibal Queen over there.
yeah. Maybe with the exception of Kimber, but surprisingly enough, she's fine. She hasn't shown any signs of like just, you know, being inebriated or just under the influence. She's hanging with everybody. She's just as aware as the rest of the group. And so, speaking of that, she's on the one like, all right, guys. Clearly, the meteor shower was so special, and whatever the hell this is equally as special. But are we ready to head back? I mean, what are we gonna do? Everything we have is back on the ridge. I'm ready to go home. I don't know about you, but I'm beginning to call it. Anyone have any objections? Anything to tell her?
I'm gonna wait till the meteor shower's finished.
Okay.
Yeah, we came this far.
All right. So you're all solidarity. Everyone else is gonna stick put.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
so,
made her choice. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
See you
she's
next time.
All right. Hope you guys all have fun. Hope you're not dead on the news by the time I get home.
Hope
I'll
we're
say
not
some
dead.
prayers.
Get home safe.
You're the one breaking away from the group. That doesn't seem like a
That,
smart
or
idea.
I mean, technically, you would look like the #1 murder suspect because you're the only one that survived out of all of us.
And she stops in her tracks. And she's like, what are you insinuating?
I'm just saying, if we all stay and we die, you're the one that left, and you're known as being the mean girl on the campus. So
You're not gonna die here.
1 + 1 equals.
He's like,
Even the
she's
like,
like,
even a
that's
special needs teacher can figure this out.
She's like, I don't know about you, but I think we're all in enough trouble they find out we went off with a teacher for something we shouldn't even be doing in the first place. Again, not that that's ever going to come out, and I'm going to say that should you all die. But I think you've been reading too many articles on the internet. That's she's like, I'm
Like, you
done.
brought it up. You were
She's
gonna
gonna
die.
start
So
walking. So nothing you can say to her now is gonna change her mind. She just immediately,
Bye.
she starts
Get home
going
safe.
down, walking down. It's an easier path going down than it was climbing up. It's pretty easy to see once you're at the top. So she does that. While that happens, we cut back to the command center, Alpha, and he's like, "All right, Zordon. No one has found the command center. Rita's still imprisoned. Crisis averted." And before he can turn around to go do any other things Alpha does, there's the siren of the command center goes off. Which sounds like that. And he's like, "What? Ay, 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 ay. How could I have missed this? A second meteor shower?" So, completely just out of nowhere, there's another wave of just meteors hurling across the sky. Except these ones are very, very much targeted, very much pointed towards a very specific and barren open part of the moon. And Alpha rushing, scrambling. He's like, "No, no, how? This isn't possible, Zordon. What's Ay, ay, ay. I can't make another shield. We don't have enough energy to protect the moon. No." And as he's doing that, there's just meteor after meteor passing by the Earth, passing by the moon, passing by the Earth, passing by the moon, until one makes direct impact into a certain crater where there was a canister. A canister that's now open. And upon it opening, there's this immediate surge of interdimensional energy that's just shooting out from the moon. It ripples. It ripples throughout its past the moon, even past Earth. It's so strong that you guys can actually feel it. It's like a quake. The ground begins to shake where you guys are all at. And you can't help but get the feeling that like something very, very, very terrible is like about to happen or has just happened.
How far did Kimberly get away from us?
Can we still see her?
She's not quite out of your sight, but it is getting kind of dark. So it's like it's good luck seeing her without like night vision goggles. But I'm sure if you were to yell, she'd probably be able to hear you.
I mean, is she near the non-flat area of the rocky? Actually, I don't know how bad the terrain is, but like,
Well, it's not that bad. It's kind of ridges. You can think kind of just
Like a
nature
hiking
made
trail.
like steps. It's easy from where she was going. It's easy kind of to go down. It's a different angle from where you guys came, so it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
So, maybe one of you, if you have enough
Yeah.
sight.
I'll go and I'll go up and check or follow her and check up on her.
Okay. Anyone else gonna leave, or everyone's gonna stay put?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'll stay.
Okay. So Sky's gonna stay. Lilith, you're staying with Sky. You're gonna leave with Terry and Wall.
I'll stay.
Okay. How about you, Maximus? What's
I'll
your...
see. I'll
All right. Someone's got to watch over the kids, right? Okay. So, while that's happening, again, everyone's feeling this sudden surge of interdimensional energy, and it's just... To you, it's nothing more than an earthquake, but there's a massive amounts of energy emanating from the moon, and it's rippling out. So the ground starts to shake. When Terry and Wall start to go down the path, going after Kimberly, immediate just earthquakes. We're talking like pretty strong. We're gonna say like a 4.5 on the Richter scale. Things start to shake. Immediately back at the command center outside. Sky, Maximus, Lilith, immediately feel the same, just seismic activity. Again, things start to shake. Kimberly, who's off by her on her own, who was walking, she's kind of just, uttering to herself. She's like disgusted that she's like starting to break a sweat. Again, ground starts to shake, tremor. She's like, oh my god, this is how I die. Those idiots.
Earthquakes. This high up in the mountains. This strong.
Exactly. So again, everyone, what do you guys do in reaction to the earthquakes? That's like going on.
I continue moving in my direction, but I start crouching and getting low so that like I can keep my balance better.
Okay. How about you, Terry?
I'm a natural athlete. I'll just keep walking normal.
Okay, so you're just going with the flow, trying to just maintain your footing as much as you can. Sky, Lilith, and Maximus, anything to do back at the command center?
I move a little bit closer to the ship that we found, just so I could have like something I could hold on to, or
Okay.
place my hands on to keep myself steady.
Okay. Yeah. So she's holding, the alcove that I was talking about. Like it goes in before it comes back out. Where it looks like it would look like a hallway would lead to a door. She's like, yeah, hanging on there.
Just going into the doorway.
Same. You're just sitting there.
Okay, taking shelter. How about you, Maximus? You taking a cue from the kids, or?
Yeah, I'd probably get closer to that the command center because it looks sturdy.
Okay. So all this begins to happen. Again, there's still ripples of interdimensional energy coming out. It's coming in waves, so it's keeping the earthquakes. They're not really increasing in magnitude, but it's not stopping. It's not letting up. Until finally, there's this huge wave, a final burst, explodes from the moon, heads directly towards Earth, and you see the seismic activity jump from a 4.5, 6.5, like a really bad shake. Like this mountain ridge, it looks like some of the rocks are starting to break apart. Something, I'd be a little wary, cautious of Wall, Terry, and Kimberly.
Well, certainly an interesting meteor shower.
Yeah. See, you guys are gonna miss this. Well, no.
That's
Kimberly
just
was
us.
gonna miss this. Are we caught up to Kimberly yet?
Not just yet. She actually turned back around, thinking she didn't want to be alone in case like the ground opened up and swallowed her. So she's like, the safest thing would be back with you guys, strength and numbers.
Just got in her head, thinking she was gonna die.
Yeah, so she's like fight or flight. She actually catches up to you, and like the first thing she does is like, guys, what the hell was that?
Oh,
Is
earthquake, I
everyone
think.
safe? She's just trying to like reach for the words, but she can't. She's like really shaken up.
It's like it's an earthquake. The earthquake and meteor shower on the same day.
Again, to quote something, she's like on the same wavelength as Terry. She's like, this high up in the mountains, just like.
Alright, so we're gonna turn around, like kind of pull her by the arms, and she's kind of like sort of in shock, I guess. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, she's a little in shock. She's a little, shaken up. It's like something traumatic kind of just happened, and she could have died or something. Anyone could have died. Her, she's jumping worst case scenario, in repeat on her mind. Just
Okay, well, I'm just gonna suggest we turn back around and regroup.
Yeah, let's go back to that flat area over there near the weird-looking building.
Yeah, just have her sit down near there so she could, I guess, recoup for a bit.
yeah, she kind of just nods. She agrees with you. She's like, yeah, that's probably our best move at this point. So she does that. You guys catch up. You go back. Upon going back, that final interdimensional wave, it's reacted to the command center. And the thing you were looking for has finally appeared.
A fucking door.
You see,
Right.
in the alcove where Lilith is, and also in the other alcove, so on opposite sides, where Sky, Maximus, and Lilith are, the alcoves. You feel like the grinding of like stone as what looks like openings begin to emerge. What do you guys do?
Go in.
And at this point, so the alcoves that you were at, those two sides of the building that looked like they were hallways, well, guess what? They did lead to something. That something is just now opened.
Ooh, should we wait for them to get back, or should we
Are we
go
back
without
there?
them?
Not quite yet. It's like it's happening to Sky, Maximus, and Lilith like right now. Like when you found Kimberly is when
Got it.
the opening's
Yeah.
happening. So you're not caught up with them. It's just those three. Are
Makes sense.
I vote for going inside.
okay. So you guys want to have Skylar's voting for going inside. Lilith, Maximus, you guys have a say. Are you gonna wait? Go inside? What's
So wait. So if we go inside, who's staying with what's her face? The princess.
Kimberly?
Yeah. So who's gonna stay behind with her?
Well,
If she's
we're not
still
there
in
yet.
shock.
Mm-hmm. Well, you remember you're like it's like instantaneous. This is happening. You Sky. He's gonna be like the like I kind of want to go in, check it out.
Yeah. I was like, same. I sort of want to go inside too.
Terry, Wall, and Kimberly are like they're walking back. They're on their way back. They should like. Kimberly didn't get too far. This all kind of happened like rapidly, so they're just like, I'd say a couple minutes away, if that. If they just walk, which they probably are, to be safe. So your options are you can try going in without him, or you can wait like a minute or two, regroup, and then decide from there.
I'll just go in, see what's in.
Okay. How about you, Maximus? You're gonna stay put and watch the outside.
Well,
You're gonna go in.
as reckless as I like to be, I'm kind of responsible for these kids, so I'll tell them not to go in too far if they want to go and explore, and I'll wait for them to get back.
Okay. So he's letting you
Ain't no telling what to do.
kind of honor system. You can tell he's been all fun and games up until like this point where he's like, you heard what he said. He's in charge of you.
Not necessarily in charge, but more like responsible.
Yeah, you're kind of like putting the foot down, and you're
Yeah. So just like, but still letting them have their freedom. Like, yeah, you can go ahead and look. Just like, don't go too deep, and I'll wait for the other kids.
okay. All right. So while that happens, I guess Lilith and Sky are gonna go off. They begin to go into one of the alcoves, and at that moment, that's when Wall,
Hello.
Terry, and Kimberly get back. So you just like they probably only been in there for like a minute, if like a minute and a half.
Bro, I can't hear you.
You catch up to Maximus, and Maximus lets you know of the events that unfolded.
Huh?
And then do you guys
Where'd
decide
everyone-
to go in or stay put? There's already two people inside.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going in.
No, yeah.
go.
Might as well go in. Like, we call their names, they don't come out, so we go in and follow them.
Yeah. Let's go. We finally got the door open. Let's check this place out.
Okay, so the team all goes in, and Kimberly, she's
staring down
just
the ticket.
kind of doesn't want to be left alone, so she's like sticking close to the group. She's not necessarily afraid, but again, just being the fact that there was a quake just out of nowhere, it catches you off guard. So she's just,
Online.
kind of,
Yeah,
she kind of offers to take like the caboose of the team. So she's like in the back. I would say Lilith is up front,
Yeah.
maybe second behind her, Sky, and then probably Wall, Terry, Kimberly, and then Maximus. He's kind of like checking everybody. So So while that happens, you all come across this dark hallway where you kind of see again like another repeat. Finding a Door Part 2, where there's like Skywalker and Lilith they're kind of just like, we hit another dead end, guys. It's like, what is this?
Oh shit.
Is the area lit up? Like, what can we see?
Can I punch the wall again?
It's not really lit up. It's just a dark hallway. You guys, at this point, you have like your phones. That's the most light you have. That's the only thing allowing you to see. And as you guys are seeing that, you see what looks like very foreign. Could be an alphabet. Could just be weird drawings. Something. But you see something carved into the walls.
I don't want to feel it.
You could try if you want to.
See if it does anything?
Yeah.
I'm down. Doing Indiana Jones explore shit.
Alright, he's gonna feel up the wall.
I'm gonna feel the wall, find a good spot, punch it.
All right. Well,
You got this.
he's got this. You're gonna punch the wall. Make me another might roll. And see what happens.
Oh, I gotta roll.
Yeah, you gotta roll. You're doing your might. Let's go. Tell me how hard you hit, and I'll tell you what happens.
I don't. God damn it. I'm a thinker. 14.
Plus
Oh, plus this thing.
on the table.
I know. Hold on. 19.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, pretty good. So, again, you've like the lights are illuminating this could be hieroglyphics, could be anything. You just know that there's markings. And you're like, all right, well, maybe punching inside will do better than punching outside. So you just instinctually punch a wall, to which again you just bruise your hand further. Nothing really happens. It kind of echoes this time because you're inside the chamber.
Oh.
And the acoustics just like reverberate, like the ow. Jackie Chan, one of those ow. Your fist hitting just, stone. Just weird. In fact, it's not even stone. It's began to change. You notice. And it's like, God, that wasn't rock. You can tell them.
Not very bright, this one.
The fuck is this?
He's got a move. And he likes to use it.
Yeah.
Might as well.
To which we're gonna jump back to interior of the command center. Alpha's kind of like, yeah, Zordon, what was that? Everything's offline. No. And he's like rushing, and he's like, oh no, this is terrible. All systems are down. Oh, this is the worst possible thing that could have happened. And so he's frantically like just flipping switches, turning dials, trying to restore power. And he's like, I don't understand why the backup power hasn't kicked in yet. As soon as he said that, it just, you guys can hear like things powering up where you guys are. Command center comes back to life. Lights come up. The Zeal shield, the Zeal crystal shielding that houses Zordon turns back on. And he's like, all right, command center back online. He's like, preparing shields and cloaking. He's like, hi. Oh, this day today, Zordon. If only you were here. And then he hears a faint, like, almost like a muffled call. Someone in like a tunnel. Oh. Wait, Zordon? Oh. He's like, hold on, Zordon. Oh. And he's trying to triangulate his like signature. Being one with the morphing grid, he's trying to bring him into the tube and actually save him. This is the first time he's talked to Zordon in a millennia. So he's like, hold on, Zordon, I can do this. All right, locking on, holding on to your energy signature, Zordon. We need you. It's like, oh, fuck, can you hear me? And it's like becoming to be more audible. And he's like, yes, I've locked onto your power signature. Hold on, Zordon. And so Alpha flips some more switches. And then right before him, Zordon finally gets materialized in the command center. And while that's happening, what's happening with you guys in the hall is that you guys see the way that your entrance, the way you came in, it's closing.
Oh shit.
So what do you guys do, noticing that it's closing right now? Indiana Jones, wall coming down, boulder up behind you, kind of a vibe.
Run out.
Would we make it if we run?
You,
I'm
yeah.
staying inside. I came this far.
I mean, you gotta act fast. Like this door's like it's closing now. Whatever. If you're gonna leave, you can try to do it now. If you're gonna stay, whatever happens. But
I'm really gonna try and make a break for it. I'll help her get out. Otherwise, I'll stay.
Kimberly's just
Yeah.
kind of like in awe that like the lights that would have been illuminating had the command center been on when you first got here. They're all coming back on, like one at a time, section by section.
Okay,
So you're getting like
Okay. And if everything's coming back on, I mean, I'll stay in.
Yeah,
Probably
she's
won't
like-
out.
she's
Something's going on.
yeah.
We're gonna
things are-
find out.
Yeah, everything's just going on. We're looking around.
Yeah, so no one's gonna make a break for it. You all stay still. You give yourselves the look of solidarity. The walls that opened up to let you in are now closed again.
Now we're
And
trapped.
whatever is at the end of this hallway, you're about to find out. So
Hello, hello. Listen to the echo.
okay, so again, there's like hellos. You notice the echo still. We're gonna. Anyone else want to try to shout?
No, it's fine.
Hey, since the doors are closing, does that mean our oxygen level goes down?
In fact, you say that out loud.
Shit.
Beginning to panic, like, guys, we're cut off from fresh air. What's gonna happen to us? And everyone's immediately like, also like, yeah, what does happen to us?
You don't know that. That could
It's
be
fine.
revelation.
Something's in here. Something's controlling this place. It's fine. We're fine.
And
You bet your cheeks on.
Any doors open or anything? The hallway.
Panicking is exactly how you run out of air.
yeah, the hallway is still leading. It looks like it turns around a corner, but you guys haven't gotten to the corner yet. You're still like, you're kind of staying put, barely moving. Now that like lights are coming back on, and you guys can see like where the hallway actually goes. You can hear like, you heard the initial like the powering up of something, like some kind of big power source generator. You're gonna guess something.
Yeah, I'm putting my
There's a
phone away.
generator here. There's probably someone in here, so they need oxygen too. We're fine.
Anyone want to take the lead to further explore, or you're just gonna
I
take a
will.
moment to
Yeah,
collect
just go
yourselves?
Head. I'm moving.
forward.
Okay.
Let's do it.
There's a hallway, right? So
There's a hallway to explore.
There's
Yeah.
only one way to go at this point. Go forward.
So far, no danger. It's just the hallway, other than being trapped in whatever it is you're at. So the team continues to walk by. Kimberly's gonna go ahead and immediately. She's like, "Guys, I don't want to say it, but horror movies. I've seen my share. This probably isn't gonna end well for us. So."
People only die in horror movies when they get separated.
If we realized anything tonight, is you wouldn't survive a horror movie.
She's like, I don't know. Well, whatever happens, I guess we're gonna go. It's gonna happen to all of us together, for better or
Yeah.
worse.
Well, whatever we learn, we got to pick up the pace though, and I start moving faster.
Okay, so you're
Gotcha.
all right. Brave leader going in. So, do you guys match his speed, or are you gonna let him go up ahead?
Nah, I'll keep on.
I'll be a few feet behind just to like double check anything that he misses along the way.
Okay, so really looking at the walls, just trying to like make sense of what you're saying. How about you, Maximus? I know you're all the way in the back with Kimberly. You're, like you said, kind of trying to be responsible.
Yeah, I'll take the rear just in case something happens from behind.
All right, cool. So, while that happens, you clearly see Terry and Wall go beyond the corner. They reach some steps, which look like they go up almost like a staircase. Like they're gonna go around. It looks like a platform and come up to something where they can clearly see bright illuminating lights, and they can hear voices at the top of the staircase.
Hello? Try that again. Nothing.
So then, anyone else gonna shout with? You're gonna shout with them, Terry? You're the only one up ahead with them.
No, I'm gonna tell them to shut up. You don't know if they're friendly.
Well, if you sound friendly, people think you're friendly. Also, we're friendly.
You
Anyway,
don't know if they're friendly. That's so different.
it's fine. I turn back and I shout, "Hey guys, there's some stairs up ahead. We're gonna keep going up the stairs." And then I continue moving ahead the stairs.
Okay. So while you do that, it looks like Kimberly, Maximus, and Lilith they're pretty much taking their precautions. They reach the same staircase. I assume Terry, you waited for them, or did you go up with Wall?
No, I went up with Wall.
Okay. So they pretty much there's only one way to go, so you guys gonna go up and meet them at the top?
Yeah. It's like with this time, like I guess I pick up the pace to catch up to them.
Okay.
Just because I'm assuming there's nothing else to see.
Yeah. Kimberly's like, all right, us girls gotta stick together. So she's like right, kind of as close as she could be behind you, trying to buddy up. How about you, Sky?
But she's not clingy.
Definitely not clinging. She's giving you space, but like if anything happens, you seem pretty level-headed. She'll, something happens, she's like counting on you to kind of like watch each other's backs, that kind of a thing.
Okay.
But you could try to punch something again, Sky.
I mean, since I'm going with it, might as well. It's been a reoccurring thing. Just punch something. Hey, it might do something. You never know.
You never know. How about you, Maximus? You're pretty much far behind. At this point, you're just following the staircase. Everyone else.
Yeah, I'm just following down, but I'll just stay behind just to make sure the team is covered from behind.
Okay, so you're getting a little cushion, seeing if anything were to happen, you can give them proper warning.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, upon the staircase, you guys get up, and you see this giant blue clear energy tube with this ginormous just face, abstract face, in it, talking to a robot, who obviously, if these events wouldn't have happened, probably would have been very, very aware of your of your actions and how close you've gotten to the command center. You guys further approach them?
Yeah, I go.
Yeah.
Okay. So without missing,
it's just a robot. It's fine. There's no
Yeah.
immediate danger.
they look immediately. Does anyone want to say anything about what they see? Again, you're all pretty much at the top except for Maximus. He's staying just a few steps down below in case anything were to happen. He'd warn. It looks like a no. I'm gonna go ahead and assume everyone's kind of just like in awe.
No, I'm just gonna go be like, what is this place? Who are you?
I see. You're gonna tap Alpha 5 on the back.
Yeah. It's kinda nonchalant. Like, what is this place?
Okay, so Terry, go ahead, and he makes first contact. And it's like, oh, Zordon, the stress of today. I could have sworn someone tapped my shoulder right now. And then in a clear, almost like authoritative, booming voice, like if a loudspeaker had extra bass, it is like, Alpha, it seems we have guests. What? And he turns around and does a quick 180, Resident Evil style, and is like, teenagers in the command center. Zordon, I don't know how this happened. And it's like, easy, Alpha. I don't think they mean us any harm.
I don't know. One of us has been punching walls and shit all over the place.
Easily frightened. The fight or flight in the human race. I've heard of this reaction. Do not worry. All will be explained.
Cool. We were gonna ask you about what is this place, or about this place.
So again, is anyone gonna? I assume you can hear the extra bass voice. Maximus, you're gonna go up the flight of steps and catch up with anybody, or you're gonna stay put in the shadows?
I think it's on mute. But do we get to explore? Can we explore, or does Alpha have an issue with us exploring?
I mean, at this point, you're kind of right at like at the central control
I'm still behind now.
console.
Looking around.
Like, let me see if I do.
Can I
this.
push the button?
This is what you guys see. So you're basically there right now. There.
Can I
mean,
push
you
the
could try to
button?
push buttons. Alpha 5's gonna go ahead and like
Piss off now.
immediately just like, oh, teenagers. I've seen what they can. I've heard about what they do to their own rooms. Please keep your hands to yourself. Try not to touch anything.
Touch.
Okay, just Baby Yoda, Grogu. You touch something and immediately you hear the command center. Ay, ay, ay.
I didn't say I touched a button. I could have touched the little orb thingy. I don't know what that is. It looks cool.
The orb.
What part of do not touch did you not understand? Am I not speaking your proper language?
The not part.
The not. Or
which-
do not.
I think most of it actually, but
And to which
Do
Zordon
what I want.
interjects. And he's like, Alpha, have no fear. They mean us no harm. These teenagers definitely have attitude. They're here, I think, for a reason.
yeah, at a party.
Yeah, you guys got any booth around here?
And I'm dry for the rest of the night. I gotta go home. You know, I can't afford my car being towed.
He has a point there.
I'm pretty sure it's after sunset. It might have already been towed.
I'm gonna be upset about this.
Zordon's letting you guys have
Technically,
your...
do you send him the bill?
Yeah.
Or the ticket?
He's letting you guys have your conversations. He's not interjecting. He's like, okay, you guys have obviously... You've been through a lot. He's kind of just letting you, you know, regain some sense of control of the situation. And he's like, I sense there's another one of you in here. You are free to come out
Yeah.
and meet us.
Yeah, it's just a giant blue head. I think you'll like him. And a robot.
Maximus,
It's
you're
nothing like the
Don't walk
meteor shower,
slowly.
though.
He's special needs, guys. It might scare him.
Up to you, Maximus. What is your reaction? You're gonna come up the stairs and meet everybody?
This would have been a perfect time
Yeah.
to have said like he's claustrophobic and have someone go ho ho ho.
Oh yeah.
Typical Patrick movement.
Yeah. Just walk up there and just introduce myself, I guess. See what's going on.
Okay. Join the other, the rest of the group. Make first contact. And he's like, yes. Join us. Rest assured, you are safe here, humans. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zordon of Altar. And he's waiting to, and who might you all be? So feel free to just
you wanna
introduce
say our name?
yourselves one at a time. No specific order.
I'm Walt Parker.
I guess I'm Lilith.
Well, I'm not.
And then due to some circumstances, Sky's gonna say like, yeah, sorry about the walls, Sky, sir. Just trying to be polite. Sorry. Kimberly's like, yeah, Kimberly is my name. How about you, Maximus? How do you present yourself?
Just here with these kids, taking care of them. There's a way out. Kind of stuck here.
Got you. Well, you've done a great job leading them here. And forgive me if I alarm you, but the Earth is in great danger. I take it you all felt a certain surge of energy. It might have presented itself as an earthquake to you humans.
Yeah, there was an earthquake a second ago. Yeah, well, yeah, a second ago.
Then that confirms my worst fear. Rita Repulsa has escaped her prison. The same surge of energy that allowed me to make my return from the morphing grid has allowed her her freedom. And to which Alpha's like, ay, 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 I forgot about Rita. Let me run some scans of the moon, Zordon. So as he's doing that, it's kind of just, he doesn't ignore you, but Alpha has a task and he's going to do it right now. It's very urgent. Does anyone ask about what the whole Rita, danger, peril of the Earth?
Yeah, who's this
Yeah, what's
Rita?
that?
Escape from prison. Oh, prison.
Yes, forgive me. It is a lot to handle. As I said, I am Zordon of Altar. I am not of this world. I come from the stars, far, far away from this galaxy. Rita Repulsa is an evil space witch who's caused much chaos throughout different parts of the galaxy. I battled her a millennia ago. We waged war for thousands of years, keeping her, trying my best to keep her at bay. Seeing her go from planet to planet, draining it of its resources, pillaging its finest warriors to add to her ranks of her army. Slowly, her conquest, looking for the Zeo Crystal.
That's powerful. She hiring?
Zordon
I'm
kind
surprised
of.
you didn't ask her if she's single at this point.
CEO Crystal, so she's looking for drugs.
And he's like, humor.
Do you have a
Again,
connect?
what Zordon is talking about.
He's got stuff to do.
Again, all joking aside, humans, the
I
other
don't think so.
Rita and her villainous lot, her horde of Alliance of Evil is what their name, led by the one and only Dark Spectre, is after the Zeo Crystal, an immense source of power throughout the universe. A clear conduit to what's known as the Morphing Grid.
Yeah. Spectre of Evil, Dark something, and Rita Repulsa. These guys are not very, what's the word? Specific with their names?
Creative?
Thinking of a word. Yeah, creative's a good word. Thank you. These guys are
Yes.
not creative with their word, with their naming
Their
structures.
parents, they must have not been very bright.
Yes. They may not have the most creative names, but believe me, that is not the worst thing about them. They hold immense power, as I said, destroying planet after planet, draining it of its resources. And Rita, contrary to me imprisoning her, was set her sights on Earth, for she had, through her efforts, figured out that the Zeo Crystal has been safely guarded here for over a millennia. It was a great battle that cost me my very physical essence. I was able to trap her. But in her last final action, she also trapped me in the morphing grid, where I've been learning, absorbing knowledge, readying for my eventual return with my trustful servant Alpha 5, to which Alpha 5 is like, I believe you Earthlings say it as, yo.
What's the Zeo Crystal, and why does she want it?
As I said, the Zeo Crystal is a powerful conduit to the morphing grid. If she were ever to
Are you
grasp
even
it,
paying attention?
if she were to get a hold of it, it would power her army. And who's to say how much stronger she could empower herself? She already has her cohorts. We were only able to hold her at bay, and that was without the other alliance of evil members aiding her in her conquest. But suffice to say, if she were to get her hands on the Zeal Crystal, that would spell the end of Earth and the beginning of end of all life as we know it throughout this galaxy and the next. Believe me.
So why are you telling us all of this?
Alliance of Evil. Is this some sort of club they have?
More like an army.
No, it's an alliance.
Yes. I tell this to you because I believe you individuals have what it takes to defend your planet known as Earth and to finally do what I could not and defeat Rita. Alpha, if you could, I'd like you to run a scan of everyone we see before us. Alpha's like, what? Why, Zordon? Alpha, I need you to do it. I have a hunch about something. So, while you guys are continuing to talk to Zordon, Alpha's gonna go ahead and... he's programmed... He has a scanner that he got from behind one of the consoles, and he's just... kind of like, think of like a metal detector at an airport. He's kind of just waving you down, seeing for any abnormalities or anything unbeknownst to him that he doesn't see, but Zordon has a hunch about. So you're free to ask
As long as
questions.
he doesn't get frisky.
I mean,
What?
he's a robot.
A robot.
Frisky? Zordon, teenagers. I don't know if I can handle this.
If you're looking for weapons, I have a knife on me.
Oh, don't worry. We're not looking for any weapons, strange one. Zordon has me scanning you. For what?
I don't think robots
know.
bleed, do they?
So, he kind of goes through, he scans everything, and he's like, there we go, Zordon. I've scanned them. I'm going to go ahead and analyze what I found. I'll tell you right any moment. He's like, thank you, Alpha. Yes, I have a hunch. Like I said, I believe you are Earth's only defense, and its best hope at defeating Rita Repulsa. To which Alpha immediately is like, ay, this can't be right, Zordon. What? Tell me, Alpha, is it what I believe to be true? And he's like, yes, their signatures have changed. They carry the energy of the morphing grid in them now. Ah, it is just as I thought. Allow me to explain, Rangers. And the said earthquakes and the aftershocks, those were no mere earthquakes. Interdimensional energy was raining down from the moon. And it has changed you forever. All of you now have a direct connection to the morphing grid, which in time... And then Alpha's like, oh, I didn't think we'd ever have to use these. And he goes off to get something. And Zordon says, in time, you will be able to become the greatest team defenders of all known throughout the galaxy, the Power Rangers. To which I'm going to go ahead and assess everyone is just taking it like it's going over your heads. You're like...
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm going back to the naming scheme about this. Not much better than Legion of Evil, in all honesty, but sure.
He's like, yes.
So you're hiring us to beat up your girlfriend. Got it.
I was like, did the scared chihuahua end up getting the powers? Because she ran away, so...
Talk about a bad divorce.
Yes, don't worry. I will fill you in on everything you need to know in due time. Alpha, do you have their morphers? And he's like, yes, Zordon, right here. And again, you're all kind of just... Everything is like, it's so much information. You're trying to take notes. You guys don't have anything on you. You're just Alliance, Rita, Interdimensional Energy, Power Rangers, Morphers. Alpha then goes one by one, and he takes out this very protective box with a lock. He inputs a code, and it opens, and he's like, "Here we are." And he's like, "Ah, thank you, Alpha. Yes. Pass them their power coins." So then he begins handing each of you one coin at a time. He has a coin to Terry, a coin to Kimberly, a coin to Sky, a coin to Wall, a coin to Lilith, and a coin to Maximus.
Down to that. What's this thing do? That's
And
not flipping.
immediately as you hold them in your hand, you feel
I
like
stop flipping mine.
this surge. You feel like something that's like, if like you've ever been completely at ease, you're feeling that right now. Like you feel like anything you can do is possible.
I already felt like that though.
Well, now you
Wow.
feel like that even more. So again, that kind of, Sky's lost his will to like punch things. He's kind of just okay. Kimberly's kind of gotten over her. She's calmed down. Again, she doesn't, like you, doesn't understand a damn thing that's happening or what's being said, but she's like, she's ready to listen. But whatever happens next is it's gonna happen next. Kind of again, Maximus getting this far, feeling responsible for them. You kind of like that weight that you had. It's like it's off your shoulders. You kind of just like you can breathe easy. And he's like, "Yes, Rangers, these are your power coins. They are a conduit to help you morph. Alpha, if you would, they're morphers." And he's like, "Right away, Zordon." And he pushes a button, and then just on you materializes a morpher. It's like a belt, this small handheld device. It just appears right around your waist, and you all can look at it if you want. You can inspect it if you want. That's up to you.
I'm gonna grab it. New phone.
And then Zordon's like,
But, oh yeah, that's the question. I was like, is it bright? Because it seemed like somewhat dim in the thing, in the photo or the picture. So I'm not sure how much like vision I have to look at the.
"Oh, it's very bright." There's like Zordon's
Okay.
illuminating, like he's emanating up like tons of light. It's the lights
Okay.
from the ceilings are coming down. It's, you can definitely see. You can ascertain details. You can see like carvings, something where a coin would fit.
Okay.
Put 'em a look.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'll check
Butterfly
mine out.
morpher.
I was like, does mine have a dragon?
Yes, these are your power morphers, Rangers.
What's this do? Put the coin.
These,
Yeah, what
and
does this-
combined with your power coin, will allow you to go through a metamorphosis to become something. You have to become something that will turn the tide of evil in our favor.
So do we
Alien
put them in
Hatsu.
the vending machine or something?
I think you put it at belt.
To which again, Alpha's like,
I put mine in the belt.
Yes, he's got the right idea. This one is, he's a natural born leader, Zordon. Noted, Alpha. So
All
Alpha's
right.
kind of like suggesting for you all to copy what I believe Wall and I think Terry suggested it, but he didn't actually do it. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's kind of like follow his lead. Everyone should do it.
Like I knew it.
What are we doing?
So you're putting the power coin
Strange
in the morpher.
alien. Yeah. Well, isn't
There's
hers the dagger?
Yeah,
so
mine is a dagger.
we don't have any weapons yet, just morphers and coins. No weapons.
Oh.
No anything. Yeah.
So we're putting the coin in the morpher.
Yeah. So everyone's doing it. Immediately you hear like this powering up of a morpher.
Weird giant head tells you to put a coin in a belt. You just listen to the weird giant head.
Yeah.
Maybe something cool will happen, guys.
You all hear
Not
that.
like we were let down before.
Yeah, so immediately you all have the morpher. You put the coin in the morpher. You're holding on to it. All of you one by one begin to change. You morph so to speak. And it's kind of like for a few seconds. It's just enough where y'all can see that you're all in these suits and a helmet. You can make out that you guys kind of look like dinosaurs. How do you guys react to that?
Dinosaurs.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's like Skylar's
I was
looking
like,
like
who
at,
made these costumes?
Skywalker's looking at Maximus. He's like, dude, you look like a Triceratops. And then Kimberly's like, Lilith, you look like a dragon.
Nice.
So you're kind of, you can't see
Yeah.
yourself, so you're telling each other what you look like.
I don't know what Lilith is. I was like, what is she?
He's a mastodon.
Oh, Macedon. I don't even know what that is. So
Maximus Brainus, you wanna help out the kids who don't know they're dinosaurs?
Everyone just looks like dinosaurs to me.
I'm gonna look at Lilith and be like, "What dragon? You want to trade?"
mine.
It's like, yeah, Zordon was like, there will be no trading. These coins are attuned directly to each of your essences. He's like, you are now an elite fighting squad that saved the universe countless times. And then as he says that again, you're only morphed for like those brief kind of seconds, something like we'll say 8 or 10 seconds, and then you power down back to your civilian clothes.
Oh, that was short-lived.
Yes.
Well, at least it's not permanent. I don't want to be a dinosaur forever. It's kind of making some. It'll make some problems for me.
Yes. Forgive me. But that was the morpher attuning itself to your unique energy signature. You all now have the ability to morph to give yourself added stamina.
Are you
Heightened
saying we
senses.
can turn into dinosaurs?
Not quite exactly. You can harness the power of the morphing grid, which is manifested as dinosaurs. Let me explain. When me and Alpha got here millennia ago, the strongest life forms we found were what you call the dinosaurs. So, we took a scan in the signature of the strongest that we could find. And we made sure that you would mimic their strength in your own ways. You, Wall, you have the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Sky, you are fashioned after the saber-toothed tiger. Kimberly, you will represent the pterodactyl. Terry, you are going to represent the mastodon.
That was a mastodon.
Maximus, you will be the triceratops. And Lilith, you will have the dragon sword. And then Alpha's kind of like, ay, Zordon, I don't think they're understanding any of this. And he's like, I know, Alpha. It will take some time. But rest assured, you, like I said, are Earth's one and only hope to defend it about what comes next. For I fear Rita Repulsa is about to begin to start her conquest on Angel Grove. And that's where we're going to end episode 1. So, on Zordon's last words. Everyone's in the power chamber. Oh, I'm sorry, the command center. You've morphed. He's given you the, just, all the cliff notes on what's kind of happened in the past. You have a part to play here in the present. And it's only a matter of time before Rita comes down to Earth and, tries to get the Zeal Crystal. So, yeah. Huge shout outs. This is again, first episode origin. So we'll see what the Power Rangers have in store next time. Huge shout out, of course, to each of my Rangers. Many thanks to, we got Lilith, Wall, Maximus, Sky, Kimberly. We had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know that was light on the combat, but it was a lot of, origin setting things up. So, we will come back for part 2, another Sunday from now. After this ends, we can, we'll discuss that before I let you all go, but Again, huge shout outs to Abyssal Lich enforcing another gift sub. Demonoid Fisher, thank you for stopping by. Little, also Frollo, everyone else. We had a bunch of lurkers for a while, so thank you all for sticking around for episode 1 of Ego's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers D-Day. We're gonna find out what happens, what the Rangers choose to do with the power they've been given. Yeah, otherwise, other than that, if anyone wants to say any closing words before I end the stream.
May the power protect you.
Hey, there we go. That's another story point for next
Hey.
time. You guys have 4. I have 1. Yes, so we'll see what happens.
4 story points.
Yes, you
I
have
said the
4.
thing.
He said it. Maximus gets it. He knows. This ain't his first morphin rodeo. So
Unless
again,
I missed one, I'm still at +3.
oh, that could be. We'll hash it out after the
If
stream.
you want to say 4, I'll
I think there was one during break. Remember? that you
Oh, possibly. Well, we'll figure it out after this, but yeah, that's gonna be episode 1. I do want to say we are aiming to go for a once a month minimum episode stream. So this is our quota for July. I know we have some things
Nice.
coming up the first week of August, so we will be back in August on another Sunday, same time, same place. Don't miss that Morphin channel. We will continue. There's a lot that's gonna happen, so excitement is gonna ramp up. Battles to be had, but other than that, again, thank you everyone who stopped by, everyone listening to the story. I have much more planned down the line, so until then, like Maximus, our Triceratops Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger said, may the power protect you all, and we will catch you next time. So, till then, take care everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.